All right, let me get the, okay,
Can you get Alan's list up, Greg?
yeah, I'm,
I don't see Alan on here.
He's trying to get on.
Okay. Well, if not, we can, Les, maybe you can handle it. He's got a,
hang on.
He's got an
Ellen's
idea
still on
there.
here, okay. Everybody's coming in so quick, I've got to admit everybody in.
All right. That's all right. We're good.
I'm,
As long as we got a string on them now, we're good.
Yeah. Let me see something here. Hang on.
Les,
Yes, sir.
I made a suggestion to Alan, not that we should do it, but you look at his 7s and 8s, which are basically the same age. And my suggestion is potentially move go to what we did a couple of years back, is go to young high school, old high school to fill out those brackets really fully. Right.
And you saw that I did that in the 17-18 bracket.
Yes, I thought some of the suggestions are good because same thing with the girls. They play in high school. They play against girls that are older, but and I coach girls for 15 years, so and I saw a lot of girls games. The girls don't get. The boys have more musculature, and as they get older, there is some advantages they have. Potentially, but the girls, it's not the case. So I don't think you expose any of the girls, the 7s or 8s, to any injury problems as far as being physically overmatched.
Right.
So that you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, I looked at the 17s and I did the same thing because there are only like 6 teams.
Yeah, 17's always a weird year.
And and the 18 group is not very strong. If I combine them, I thought would get a mix.
Yes. Now take a look at Alan's girls in case Alan doesn't get in here. He's got 7s and 8s. You've got 20.
I got the list up. I got it up.
You got 20 teams in there.
Yeah, I'm pulling the list up now. Hang on.
And in some way, geographic or regional or something, there might be 2 10-team leagues, 9 games, if it's agreeable. The other way, you're a little thin. You're working around like one of the divisions has got 1, 2, 3. You've got basically 3 opponents, so you're going to do 6 games, play them twice, maybe 3 times. I don't know, but the other division, and this is in 7s, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 4, so you've got 8. You've got an 8-game schedule there.
Yeah.
And then in 2008, it's the same thing.
Hey, Greg, can you resend Alan the link?
Not if you want to get these teams up and get going. The link, I don't have the link. It's in an email that was sent a while back.
Well, it's also on the website.
Oh, it's on the website. Oh, he's in the waiting room. Never mind. Hold on. He just came in.
It's on the website, and it didn't react right away. I had to copy and paste it, but it worked.
Okay.
Sorry, I just dialed in. What age group we're at right now?
I haven't started yet.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so we're 15s or whatever that is, 7s, 8s, maybe 2008.
Is Alan on, Greg?
Do you see him?
No, I got off the phone. He's on now. Yes.
All right, good. Let me get this. I'm trying to get this.
Alan, can you hear us? You're muted.
Now, how about now?
Now we can hear
Sound
you.
good?
Good.
Alan,
Yes.
I sent you a suggestion, not you should do it, but of looking to combine some of this 2007 and 8, only because the D1s are pretty thin. Maybe you combine the D1s and leave the D2s alone. Huh?
The 7 and 8s?
Yes, because you've got one division with only 3 other opponents, 4 teams, and both the one I had, 7s and 8s, D1s only had 4 teams, which leaves them a
Right.
little,
The other alternative I had was to put them north and south.
all 20.
Oh, you're saying combine the 2 7s, the 20, the
At
7s and 8s.
least, yes, at least to look into the 7s and 8s D1 potentially, and then leave the D2 alone. Or
Do you think they would?
like I said, you got 20 teams in there, so you got 10. You can do them 10 and 10, and you can look to do them geographically, or use their preference right now. You've got 8 out of 10.
Right.
You got 8 teams for a D1. Unfortunately, 2 Cape
Yeah.
Coral
On the
teams.
2 side. Yeah.
And that might be more fun. I don't know.
Well, if they'll go for it, I mean, I'd say let's,
Yeah, because I don't think what I was saying to Les, and I coached girls for 15 years, and I saw, another 80 games. Those age groups are not, it's young high school, old high school, basically, if you
Sure.
combine them. They're not in any danger physically. The difference between one age and the other in this thing, 7s and 8s, is really physically nothing.
right.
Where the boys, we know they get more muscle, thicker, and maybe a freshman and a senior would be a little bit of a mismatch. But in this, the girls, I don't think we would be exposing them to any injury or harm, and it might be more fun for them if they had in there. I see you got 2 Plant City teams and 2 Cape Coral teams, so they might not be as happy, but they're still going to end up. They'll play each other, but that's okay,
Right. No, I
if it's okay. Otherwise, you really, I don't know how they're going to. Well, I know you're going to figure something out, but
well, you just go north and south.
have we got a decent South? Because what ends up happening sometimes there is that some of the North guys get drafted into the South, and they're not
I
a
got
real
you.
happy bunch.
Well, on my list, I already separated on the 2 age groups. I separated them out at the bottom.
Oh, I see. I'm
on the
sorry.
7 and 8.
Mine didn't print all the way out.
Go to
No,
the 8s. Go to the 8s.
Okay, so I see.
Okay. Now, what we can do, if you want to,
I got you. Mine didn't print out.
But here's what I'm thinking. We just show them the top part is reality, what we have right now. We show
All right.
them the north and the south, and my idea was we go north and south. 2 of the top teams out of the south and 2 top teams out of the north at the end of the season, 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3. Give somebody something to play for.
Yeah, well, whatever you guys decide. I just for the first time saw the complete breakdown. That you
Yeah,
did.
no. The top part is what's actual right now. What I did was I contacted a bunch of D2 coaches and
Okay.
asked. I said, "Look, this is what's happening. Would you want to go to D1?" 100% of them go no. So my idea is it's either north and south, or we stick everybody in one big group and the top 4 play on after the season.
So this is just the 8s. You've got 15 teams, where I only thought you had
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. So I didn't see it all.
Yeah.
I don't.
Now this is the old one, because you got to take Florida Hawks out of them. I sent another link, Greg, that's got the updated,
But we can see here we're missing.
because
one
all the
team.
Florida Hawks backed out this morning.
Yes, I saw that.
All right. Okay, Alan, you
Yes,
see what I got up on the screen, right?
right.
Okay. So Florida Hawks are out of this.
They're gone.
Okay, that's the only change to what you see.
Out of they're out of 8s, 7s, and 6s. Every age group, except
Let's start with this one though.
yeah.
So the 8s and 7s combining is really not
So
necessary.
take
unless-
Florida
No.
Hawks out the South, Greg.
Florida Hawks, yeah, you got to take them out of the.
Hold on. Okay. I got them out of there. So
And
you
out
got,
of the south also.
okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 teams.
Yeah.
Hello, Alan. Alan,
Yes,
this
All
is
you got
Gilbo
left,
from.
all you got left is 13 teams then, is that correct?
Oh, the Hawks are still
Yes.
showing up in the south.
Oh, they're in
yeah,
the
you
south,
gotta take
that's
them out of
okay.
the south.
I'll get them.
The only bad part is I don't know where all these Florida Premier teams are out of. I don't think they're out of the same location.
No, they're probably not, but
Good.
they're all probably north, more
I-
north than south.
Okay,
Alan,
I can speak for mine. We're brand new and this is
who's
the
this?
first,
Who is this?
this is Cindy Kaysen. Ma'am, is my video on? Can you guys see me here?
Yep,
Yeah.
I see you.
All right.
Which?
I
are
don't
you-
see me. This might be horrible. We've been at Raymond James all morning.
Yeah, you gotta, you have to announce who you are and which club you're with, please.
All right, I'm with Florida Premier, and we're the Brooksville site. So we're
Oh,
a brand new
good.
campus.
I don't
Oh.
see I don't see Brooksville here. I see
I'm
Hernando.
I'm guessing they may, I know we've got a rad location.
I guess
I'm not
TT is at Temple Terrace.
Temple Terrace. And then
I got that.
unless they've got us listed as the Premier Elite.
That might be. That's
Well-
all we got. We just, yeah. But
That's
You're-
what
you're-
that's what this meeting is about. So
Yep.
you
you're
don't know,
Brooksville.
you're telling me you don't know who?
Yeah,
which
yeah,
club this
Greg,
is?
let's figure out who she is instead of scourging her. If we've got,
Looking
you-
at what you have,
yes,
I would, if it's listed, I'm not rad and I'm not Temple Terrace, I'm Brooksville. So
Okay.
unless that's listed as the elite, I'm not sure what they've got me listed.
That's probably you. That'll be you. We'll just say it. That one's you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, so whatever you need from me.
no, that's good, that's good. We just need, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. So we've got,
Hello,
you've got a
guys.
complete schedule on both of them.
Guys,
As I see it, we've got potentially 9 or 10 dates, starting with the 13th of August, right?
I thought we were gonna go to the 20th.
Well, I thought we're gonna start the 20. You want to push it to the 20th?
Yes.
Okay. Give us one.
August 20th.
Okay. All right, so we got the 20th. Someone get this calendar. Let's set that first so we know what we're talking about. So we got the 20th and 27th in August, right? We've
Yep.
got the 10th, 17th, I'm just talking Saturdays, 24th in September, and we've got the 1st and 8th, and maybe the 15th. That probably, we can sneak that in. Remember, all of them can push this, back to the second season too.
Well, yeah, but also they can play one Sunday a month.
Yes.
Each month.
Well, we'll schedule it. My suggestion is, and this is again up to you guys. We schedule 8 Saturdays, and depending on how many we need to make 2 matches, 1 home and away. So in the North League, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you got 12 matches, right? So you'd need 4 scheduled on Sundays. Does that everybody agree with that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 games in the South. 2 games on Sunday. We all there?
Yes.
Al?
Yes.
All right.
Fine with that.
Is that how you've decided to do it, Alan? Why don't you take the,
Yeah. It'd be like 2 games in each bracket. Yes. 2 games apiece like that. Yeah. That'd be 10 games.
so one will need 4 Sunday schedules and one will need 2 Sunday schedules. And knowing that they can agree to move their matches until after the high school season is done.
Right.
If they need to. In other words, if the 2 games on a weekend seems to be a problem, they do have the option to talk to everybody and move them.
Is that a league requirement or no? This is the first year we're going into high school, so just curiosity.
Say that again. No, well, we don't play well high school plays. We never have. It's been a philosophic thing.
Okay,
When high school season starts, we stop playing so that our kids aren't running back and forth, and we're not, we think high school is important for the kids. It's an
And the
important
coaches, high
period.
school coaches will not let them play club what during next.
Yes. And then, so you create, some of these high school coaches are, really opposed to it. Some of them don't care, but we have never done it. 30 years, we've just always allowed the high school season unimpeded for our kids.
Yeah, we stop in October and then we pick back up in
And
February.
the beginning of
Yeah.
February.
Generally, most teams are out of the state tournament or certainly by February 1st. There were a few left, but very few. So you can pick back up. You've got February and March to play,
Right.
to get your games in. March 31st is the last date we support play.
yeah, this is Mike Conga from St. Pete Raiders, but we're actually in two different leagues. And we're thinking that we'd have to play on some of the weekends that are when the high schools are playing. So that's kind of concerns me a little bit.
Well, it's not our league. I mean, the other leagues, it depends on the coaches. In other words, a lot of high school coaches, it's a problem for the players, and that puts them in a situation that our league is not interested in putting them in. And it's, to my way of thinking, stupid, because I think this is where you get kids injured when you start to really schedule more games than they should, and they're playing,
See,
3
high
days,
school,
4 days a
keep it-
week.
keep in mind, high school start the beginning of November, and they're going 4 or 5 days a week, some coaches, and they're playing at least 2 games each week in high school.
Right.
But that's between you and that other league. I think it's very short-sighted of them, but that's okay. I mean, that's the choice you make when you make it. It's not up to us. We don't do it. That's all. We stop on the 15th, October, when tryouts, just about when tryouts start. We always have it. So it's just the way we manage the league, the way our members have wanted us to manage the league, actually. All right. So, Alan, so Alan, why don't you take this over, and then I'll give him 1 minute of 3 or 4 things real quick.
Okay.
Keep in mind.
Oh, okay. You want me to go now? Okay. Welcome, everybody. What I got up here at the top is what is actual right now. Everybody that wanted D1 and everybody that wanted D2. Some of the coaches I did contact, see if you wanted to move to make a natural D1. Obviously, this is where we're at. The other option we have is play a North and a South. And like Paul was saying, the South will play 10. I think the North would play 12.
Yes.
Not sure.
Yeah.
1, 2,
The way it looks right now, yes.
7. Yes. My idea on the girls' side this year, especially for the senior side, is make it a little bit more interesting and instead of just playing games. And I'm going to throw it out to the coaches at each age group and see what you think. If we do go to North and South, which right now is kind of the only option we have, the two top teams in each one maybe have a little bit of a mini playoff at the end. The first two, the first seed plays the 4th seed, 2nd and 3rd. And then we have the 2 winners playing a championship game at the end. Kind of make it a little bit interesting. So that is, I'd like to get some feedback on the coaches and see what your thoughts on that and what you think of the North and South.
Alan, would that whole thing take place before March 31st?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
going to get with Sherry, and there's going to be some hard cutoffs on games
All right.
so we can fit it in. Yes.
And you probably need to, as we saw last year, we had 3 teams tied. We probably need a real firm
Yes.
tiebreaker thing that says, hey, I played 1 game less than Billy,
Well, here's what we're going to do. If they agree with it, probably within the next week or so, we'll get the rules set up.
Okay, great.
And what we would do also was the higher seed, like a number 1, would be playing the home game. Whoever's got the higher seed gets.
Satellite.
All right. Well, that's,
Something's I'm just throwing it out there
yeah,
to just have something
whatever you
interesting.
guys think.
Alan, can I speak? Alan,
Yes, yes.
this is Coach Rubo from Florida Premier. I'm girls director. In a D1 is Florida Premier MPL. They will not be playing in a Division One. So can you move to Division One, Florida Premier Elite, instead Florida Premier MPL?
There's
Just
really
stop
not
those
going to be a D1. There's not enough teams. The option that we have is down there at the bottom, as north and south. Not enough teams. Now, Paul's got a, if we wanted to, if you wanted to combine with the 2007 U16s and play their D1s, we could do that. There's a couple of different ways we can go. It's just according to what y'all's feelings are.
But if we go north and the south, I will only be playing like I have a four Florida Premier teams in the First Hernando and Osmar.
Yeah, you got to.
So if we go with a Division Two, I can play with the Sarasota, St. Pete Raiders, First Hernando, and North Fork Fusion. I mean,
Well,
it's
what I
gonna
could
be.
do is I could put your team in the south.
There's gonna be lots of traveling for those teams going to Cape Coral, North Fork. It's a few
Or-
of those.
Alan, this
Or
is
what
Wade
we
with
can
the
do-
Decorators.
What we can do if you want to is put everybody together, one big group. The top four goes to that little mini playoffs, like I said, and everybody plays each other one time.
I mean, that's what we did with U14 last year, right? We were all in the one league.
Listen, we're giving it back to y'all some ideas of what you kind of want to look for. We could do a north-south, one big league, top four goes in mini playoffs, and then we just have everybody play each other once.
I mean, I just looking to play with many different teams. If you want to have everybody together,
Sure.
like a 14 or 15 teams, we play everybody one time. That's good for me. I'm a little bit worried about parents' reaction because I have 4 Florida Premier teams.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah.
Well,
I
aren't
get what you're
aren't the Florida?
Alan,
Premier different locations?
Alan, why don't you look at the option of combining the 7s and 8 D1? And
We
see
can do
if
that.
You have to get the sevens who are next
And see if the 7s
buy
would be
into that.
interested in doing that.
That'd give you 8 in that. It'd give you 2 Cape Coral teams, and it would give you 2 Plant City teams in that bracket, Alan.
Yes.
16.
No, we'll stay in the south. No,
Yeah.
gonna use.
Yeah, we give you 2 Plant Cities and 2 Cape Coral teams.
No, Cape Coral under 15, Alan. Cape Coral under 15 is going to stay Cape Coral under 15.
Yeah, I would say,
That's
north
a
and
7.
south,
We're,
but
we're
one big
Cape
group.
Coral's good with Sal because we don't want to travel to Brookville. That's like 3.5 hours. The one team that's Florida Premier Brooksville.
That's a
you
long
know,
way. That's a long
It's a
haul.
long way. And our luck of the draw, we only play each other once, and then we're going up there, and they won't reciprocate back to us because they won't be on the schedule.
I know.
So my suggestion would be the one group that wants the more competition or a variety of teams, play up a division.
Yeah.
A lot of
Agree.
D2s here. You got more D2s than D1s.
Yeah, I mean, that's our problem. Everybody wants to stay D2.
So if they want to stay D2, then then keep the north and the south.
What y'all want to do?
We need to get the 8s up there. Who's got the 7s?
Yeah.
Greg, can you-
8. These are the 8s.
yeah, let's keep it at that so we get
Yeah.
done.
So if we combine them, we have 15 games we play. Is that correct? Or 13 games?
You don't have enough, we don't have enough weekends in the
No,
season. We'd
we
have to
would
figure it
we would
out.
only play 12
Not
games.
play everybody is how that'd work.
So 12 games, you're saying? Did somebody say 12?
Yeah,
12, 10 or 12.
Okay.
12 game is the max.
What ends up happening, just so you know, is that when we start coming back, if people don't play their games, we find them, the league finds teams for not, so teams don't want to show up. We're forcing them to show up or we're charging them $250. So at the end of the year, we always have the same problem. The less games, the more attendance we get,
Okay.
you know, instead of flying people to get the 15 games, well, it'll never happen. So try and set a, you really have what, 10, what did we figure, 9 weekends? We got 8 weekends, 8 Saturday games in the first session, right? Right.
Then you come back in February and you can finish up.
Well, we got some, we will schedule, our schedule will be Sundays. If you say you got a Saturday and a Sunday, you can call the Saturday or Sunday coach and say, let's do this on March 1st, or let's do this on February 14th, or whenever it is, so that you can eliminate the 2 games on a weekend. Some people don't care. Some people are fine with that.
Alan, you said there's nobody in D2 that want to move to D1?
Nope.
Okay.
So that's the end of that, right? You can't support a people in that way. So either you got one or the north and south, up and down.
Does somebody want to move? Does somebody want to move from the north or the south? You can switch divisions.
Well, if your south moves to north, you get on the south division now.
Say what?
Well, if someone moves from the south, if you're gonna go north.
Oh, no, north to south. I meant, yeah, north to south.
This is Casey. Can I make a suggestion? We play in our north, we play in our south, and then we have that tournament style where, you know, if you make 1, you make 2, and I gotta travel to Cape Coral, I'm happy to travel to Cape Coral. You know, I mean, that way at the end, you know, if you've made your run and you're in the place to make that game, then, you know, that explaining that to my parents is a different story than, you know, hey, I got a regular game down in Cape Coral today, you know, and
Well, yeah, but, I mean, we're to the point in youth soccer where we can't avoid some travel at these older ages.
yeah, I mean, we can't. If we want games, we have to go.
There's nobody wants to travel. No one wants to play anybody better than them. Well, they're not compatible. They're not compatible desires.
Hey, Alan, this is Sam with the St. Pete Raiders, Tampa.
Yes.
Just question right now. So if the way North and South stands, is the North going to get 12 league games and South would get 10? But if we were to combine into one, the South teams could possibly get the 12 games?
Yes.
I think I'm leaning on my vote, which is just a 1 vote, but my vote, I think, is the 1 group. So then everyone could get the 12 games. I know it's not every single team that you're playing, but.
Right. So Alan, why don't you poll who's ever here and see what you end up with? One is the 1 league, 1 is 2.
I tell you, Greg, if you can name off the names and have them respond, and I'll keep a record.
Okay, you can't see them, huh? All right, let's go start with Oldsmar. You there?
I'm here.
Okay, north and south or 1 league?
My vote would be 1 league.
Okay. First Hernando.
1 league.
Which First Hernando?
First Hernando Black.
First Hernando Brooksville, whatever that is.
Is that First Hernando Black?
Florida Premier Hernando.
Okay, how about First Hernando Black? Is that coach here? Is there such a team?
Do not know.
All right, we got to check.
I think Hernando's got to be. I think Hernando's got to be the Florida Premier team because the Florida Premier Elite team is over in Collier.
Okay, so we think that First Hernando Black team.
Guys, this is not Florida. This is not Florida Premier. Florida Premier, we have Elite, Tampa Terrace, we have Arad, we have a Brooksville. I have no clue about First Hernando Black and Elite.
So you don't have a Hernando. You don't have a First Florida Premier Hernando
Yeah, but this is not, it should be listed Florida Premier Brooksville, no Hernando.
All right,
Forest
so
Hernando, Blake.
we're assuming right now we don't have that team in our league, whatever they're listed. They're
I
not
don't know,
here. They
that's a
haven't
probably
paid.
different
We
club.
don't
right now.
know about them. We're here, we're setting a schedule tonight. If they're not in, we can't do anything about it. So that first Hernando Black team becomes a 0 vote.
Got it.
Florida Premier Elite.
That would be Brooksville.
And I'm gonna go with one league on that.
Okay. Florida Elite Double Terrace.
I will speak for all Florida Premier teams. We're choosing one league.
Okay, so that's the RADD and NPL, right?
That's four votes.
Yes,
Okay.
that's a 4 votes.
All right, so we've got so far, Alan, what, 6 votes?
No, we got 6 votes.
And we
got
don't know
5
about
for
Hernando
yes.
Black. We're just gonna assume that,
They're
we're-
on the list. That maybe the coach isn't here.
yeah. Well, yeah, have they paid? What's their address? We'll figure that out later, right?
Got it.
But if they're in one league, it doesn't matter. They're not. Cape Coral, how about you as far as a vote?
South. was
Kathy, are you still on?
South. Yeah, I'm here with the coach. He said South.
All right, so he
Okay,
wants to go
South,
north and
no,
south.
one league.
How about
Okay.
Northport Fusion? They here?
Regional, yeah, regional, North and South divisions.
Okay, that's 2 votes for it. The Raiders, 2008 Tampa.
I'm gonna say one league.
Okay, the Raiders, Machado.
Machado, region, south.
South and north,
Yes. If you can't do Division
Sarasota.
1 and 2.
Sarasota. Sarasota's not here, no vote. Plant City. Plant City not here. I've got 7. Is that what everyone else is counting?
Yeah.
I've got,
It's 6-3.
okay, I've got 7 and 3, but that's okay.
I got 7 also. I got 7 and 3.
Gotcha.
So it's one league. Bong. 12
Alan,
matches. 12
Yes, sir.
matches.
Can I interrupt for just a second? This is
Yes.
Jay Gordon from Northport Fusion.
Yes.
We really are not, we're really feeling the same way that Cape Coral is, that the travel would be really burdensome. We would be willing to move to D1 rather than going to the one everybody together, if that's something that would still be on the table.
No, I mean, we're past that point, right? Because you still don't have a league with 5 teams.
You need one more D1 team.
You actually could. I mean, you could, Alan. but
One more
that's-
person steps up, we can do it.
I mean, I know
That
FCC.
would help the rest of us over there on D2 with games.
Well, you still have, I mean, look, folks, part of playing regional select soccer is travel. We want to eliminate it to the degree we can. But we've done this at least 300 different times with teams in leagues for 20 years. There is never everybody that's happy because everybody's traveling further than they want to be or playing somebody they don't want to play. That is part of the makeup of this sausage. You know, no matter what
Different
league
times
you
though,
join.
Paul,
Yeah.
this different times right now, the way the gas is going.
I
Yeah.
got it. But
What about Sarasota?
Kathy, give me the alternative, Kathy. You only play within 25 miles of your
Well,
place?
if we can get somebody else to move to
Sarasota.
D1,
Can you get
Yes,
Sarasota?
yes. But you're still travel, Kath. You're still gonna be, Florida Premier is gonna travel to you, right? You're gonna travel to Plant City and the Raiders and Florida Premier from
Yeah.
down in Cape Coral.
What about, would Sarasota want to move?
yeah, Sarasota's not on, right?
No,
Sarasota's not on, Plant City is not on, to my knowledge, right?
I mean, we've
Neither one
played that.
answered to the vote anyway. So,
We've we've played that Sarasota team. I mean, and they beat us, and they're certainly capable of playing D1.
But why can't we just move them?
You can't
Let's move them.
Well, if they're
Mike,
not here.
Let me
if they're-
give you one reason right off the bat. May not be the same kids. It's just the team name. That same team may not have one kid that came back from last year. That's the problem. The way people move around right now, you can't look at it. 15 years ago, you could guarantee that probably is mostly that team. But nowadays, not at all. And that coach may say that. He said, yeah, we just don't know. He's not here. So you can't willy-nilly do it because you don't want to put those kids in that situation if we can avoid it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've got 8 teams left. Let's say we move, where are they? Well, we move the Fusion over. We can give you an 8-game schedule, right? Correct?
Yeah, you can get 8 games. With the top, well, yeah, you can get 8 games.
St. Pete Raiders would really be happy with that idea.
Okay, so then the other league, right? You will get one. You'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'll have 8 teams, right? You'll get 10 games.
There you go. There you go.
You can't play 16, so we'll go to 10. You'll play not everybody now, right? You'll play home and away. You'll play 5 home, 5 away, but you may not play each other. In fact, some of the Florida Premier may prefer that, right? If they can step around those games. So we've got 8 games and 10 games.
Where did I miss something? I got 8 teams in D2.
That's right. But you can't have 16 games.
Right.
Or even 14 games. So you're
Right.
going to have a schedule.
Well, why don't we do
It's
this?
not complete. You're going to play each team once and some teams twice. But
Okay,
not everybody
gotcha.
twice.
All right, got it.
The home and away will be even, but you won't play every single team home and away. Now, I just got a question here. Where are you moving Northport to D1? Isn't that what he asked us to do? Am I correct in assuming that?
Right.
I just had a question because you guys were saying that there was 9 in D2, but Northport is listed as D2 here. So if you count that, that's 9, but if you
There's only
move it
8
to the
in
left,
D2.
that's 5 over here, and there's 8.
Move Northport Fusion. There's only 8 in D2, pardon me.
Yeah, we're moving
And so that
Northport to D1.
Right.
Yeah.
See that? Oh, there you go. Then we're doing it as we speak.
Yeah.
So instead of
so then
one
that
league,
gives
we're
you,
So that gives you an
back
8.
at D1 and D2.
So that's how it's going to work. And it's going to be an 8-game schedule in D1. You will play every team home and away. In D2, you will play 10 matches. Everybody once.
Man, I want to jump in D1 then.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, gee, that's 6 less games.
No. One is 8 games, one is 10 games.
If I play everybody twice.
Either way, I mean, it's,
Well, you only can play 8 because there's only 4 teams. Now, if you
if
jump
you
in
want
a
to
D-
jump to D1, let her jump to D1. Paul.
No. I'm just looking at numbers of games.
Nah, it doesn't. Look, we can't, you get what the other teams, how many other teams we have, that's how many games we get. You're gonna get 10 guaranteed.
Yeah.
And that, let
so
me
you'll
tell you,
play
by the end
everybody
of this,
once for 7,
by the end
and
of
you'll
10
play 3
games,
teams twice.
yeah, you're good. That's correct. You're not playing everybody twice in D2, but that's okay.
Yeah.
But guys, if in a D2, if we don't play everybody twice, so can we play in a D2 maybe somebody 3 times so we can get 10 games instead of 8
No.
games?
No,
Too
10
many
games, 10 games is the schedule.
Yeah, that's a
You've only got 9 weeks to play them.
You got 10 games, plus you do tournaments, you do this, you do that. It's a lot.
The problem we have with more games is we end up fining people because they don't make all their games.
And we can't find referees as well.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm okay with it. Division
Now-
1, Division 2, 10 games.
Now, is that Florida Premier NPL? Is that the correct D1 team?
Actually, it's gonna be some changes. Florida Premier NPL, please put that elite instead NPL.
Okay, NPL needs to go to D2 and Elite goes up to D1.
Well, let me ask you something.
No, no.
Where is NPL located? That's what we really need to know, where the
Yeah.
game played.
This
Where is
the thing, that
NPL located? Where are their
NPL
home games gonna be?
NPL team gonna play NPL, but if we're gonna have an elite team, it's gonna play in the Newport Richie. If you
Well,
can
so the
change,
NPL has a home field. Where is it?
could be Mitchell Field, could be Collier Field, any of those two, depend.
How
Well,
are
we
we,
need
gonna-
to know.
how is your opponent gonna know that?
Yeah, we need to know.
They need to show up at the same field you do.
I mean, Mitchell, put the Mitchell Field, Mitchell Trinity, Newport
Okay,
Richie.
that's gonna be West Florida, right?
Right.
Now, the Elite, where is their home field?
Guys, you are not listening. So elite team gonna play Division 1. So
Where
please
is their
go-
home field?
I will explain everything. Just give me a
Okay.
5 seconds, right? MPL, delete the MPL, just and then I put elite right there. Florida Premier Elite.
Okay, so
right
the
there.
team from Mitchell Field is going in the other division.
Oh my God. Can I just finish this and everything's gonna be very simple?
Yeah.
So please,
I hope so.
Alan, instead MPL, put just elite. Don't change nothing else, right?
Yeah.
In Division 1.
Change
put
NPL to elite.
coach.
That's all we need to do.
So I will explain everything. So MPL, put elite instead MPL right there. Right? If you don't mind, change that.
All right, hold on. I can do that.
Then I gonna call you tomorrow, so me and you, Alan, can chat a little bit tomorrow if you guys don't.
Oh, Christ. Well, we gotta get this done. All right.
But I mean, just to explain a little bit in a detail.
we're taking too
everything should
long
be
on this
done
one,
in
guys.
a 1
Yeah,
minute.
yeah,
Yeah, we need to hammer this out quickly. We've got other people waiting.
Yeah. So Florida Premier now, instead elite, you see Division 2, put there Brooksville.
This
See
is
Division 2,
Brooksville.
instead elite, put Brooksville.
I thought we just moved Elite to the D1.
No, we just changed the name
Instead
in D1.
elite, we changing just the name. It was one mistake. So everything is gonna be clear. And I can send Alan tomorrow location, home fields, anything.
Okay,
I will do anything. Okay, Florida Brooksville.
Okay, now,
Brooksville gonna play in a Brooksville, Tampa Terra in a Tampa Terra. Sarad gonna play at a Rad location, Florida Premier Elite in a Newport Richie
Okay.
at the Mitchell.
So we still, let me just ask, we still have a question about First Hernando Black. We still have not identified that. Right?
That's not Florida Premier in my knowledge. I think
Okay.
okay,
that's a first
So
Hernando
that's a
from last year.
question, that's a question mark we gotta clear up after the meeting tonight.
Yeah,
Who
we'll
is
find
First
out.
Hernando Black?
Yep.
who's that from Florida Premier? You're telling me that you're gonna be playing in Brooksville, not at the First Hernando Fields, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right,
Yes.
I know which team you're talking about then.
Okay.
That's
How
Richard.
about
That's
how about
Richard.
First Hernando's two teams, Greg? Do you know anything about them?
Well, like I said, this has been the snafu between Hernando, Brooksville, and Florida Premier because Richard messed everything up.
Have all of them paid?
I don't believe so.
We'll
Okay,
find
well-
out. We'll find out.
Okay, all right, all right, so we got it. Let's just, we're done. The last
This is
piece,
I'm sorry, this is Sherry Doback. I don't believe I've received payment from Florida Premier or First Hernando, but I think First Hernando reached out and they're working on it.
but
not sure.
which, Sherry, which First Hernando is this? Do we have two teams really or just one?
I mean, if they registered to my
They
knowledge,
registered too, yeah.
there's
Did they,
two then, yeah.
did the two pay?
No, I don't believe I've received payment from
No.
either.
All right, so our thing is, we're not gonna schedule anybody till they pay. Are we gonna stay with that now?
Yes.
Okay,
Sherry,
All right.
Sherry, which Florida Premier team didn't play? Can you send me email? This is Coach Lubo, so I can make sure we pay for registration.
Well,
Yeah,
according to
I
this,
don't think
Not,
any-
not that worried about you.
Yeah, they're
First,
working on
Okay,
it.
okay.
And I'm
First
not,
and the YSC paid, according to the what's on the thing.
First Hernando, which one paid?
It says here YSC.
But only one team is paid. See, why I'm pushing this is I suspect there's only one First Hernando team, not two.
And I think you're right.
And I only see one First Hernando team in the list that Sherry sent.
Yeah, two
The
would be.
original had two.
There is no First
I'm
Hernando
gonna
Black.
check the registration for you on Got Sport to see if they pulled one, but if it was on the spreadsheet I sent last night or yesterday, then
Okay, well, as soon
I'll
as,
tell you.
yeah, we'll push into that. And we'll solve it on our end and adjust the
I
schedule. So you
only
guys
have-
may know, D2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I
6.
only have one First Hernando on my spreadsheet.
Okay.
And that's correct. That's correct. There's one. And that one is paid, yes.
So
Okay,
which
great.
one, what do we call it?
It's
Black.
called YSC, according to the schedule.
Okay, so Black is okay. First Hernando Elite is gone.
Yes,
Is that,
yeah. Correct. I don't know where
Well,
that one came from.
Well, and we can check this. If we happen to be wrong, we can add it back in. This isn't a moonshot, you know?
okay, Paul, do you
Well,
have,
on the registration, Greg, it says First Hernando YSC, doesn't say Black.
It does, but it does in Got Sport. I can see it. The
Okay,
team name is
all right.
Black.
okay,
Perfect.
so there's what you got. There's what it's gonna look like. Paul, do you have a problem with calling the left bracket red and the other one blue?
No.
This right here.
Can I call D1 red and D2 blue?
Yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah, sure.
Okay,
That
just so
probably
everybody,
is more,
just so
that's more-
everybody knows,
right.
okay? Because nothing was, okay, it's gonna go red and blue.
Much
you.
easier for us.
It's
Okay,
much
just
easier.
just to be clear, if you're on red, you're playing twice with each teams, right?
That's
So 8
correct.
games. Okay,
Yes.
thank you. 1 home game and 1 away game.
That's correct. The other
Correct.
league will get 10 matches. They won't play quite everybody, but now they're a little closer. They'll get 1 game with everybody and then 3 other teams will play again. All right. One last thing, just some busy work real quick. This year schedule changes within 2 weeks of your play, $25. We had 500 changes last year. We can't do that anymore. So any schedule change within the 2 weeks before the match is going to cost $25 or you don't reschedule it. No schedule, no payment. We'll work on that, but there are some clubs that we've had problems with in the past. We need payment before we schedule it, so we're not backing out again.
But not for rain delay, correct?
No, the rain's a whole different
Okay.
Staguka. I mean, we understand that. Our problem has been people last minute decide they're not going to show up. And then they want to change it. Well, if the other guy agrees, it's $25 for the guy who's asking for the delay. Because we can't keep with 500 changes, we can't live with that anymore. We can't do it, as a matter of fact. All right. If you can, when you play, if there are multiple USA games on the fields that you know of, can you please get your scheduler to try to schedule them consecutively? Meaning if you got a 10, try and get the other game at 12 if you have any input, because it makes it much easier to attract and keep referees going to those matches. Okay, just if you can, and please lay off the referees because they're more important than anything we got right now. No refs, no games. And we're wearing them thin. So, you know. All right, that's all I got to say. Thanks, Al.
Yep. That's it. Thanks.
Maybe one there. Old man with Big Ten League. Sorry.
All right.
And I'm assuming we're gonna get dates and time when schedule's available for us to move
Yeah,
around if we
same,
need
just
to.
keep looking on the website. It'll be
Okay.
posted on the website.
What do you estimate, just roughly, so we can keep an eye on?
A week before at the worst, 2 weeks before at the best,
Of which date? Like,
the 20th. We're gonna
First
start
week
on
of
we've
August.
agreed, we're gonna start the 20th, I think
20th.
tonight, yes.
okay,
We were thinking of 13th, but the 20th really makes a lot more sense this year, I
Right.
think,
And
for the
this-
seniors,
I got a question from the floor about 12 games being possible, and it was never discussed 12, it was always 10, right?
Yes, 10.
Okay.
It's gonna
thank
be
you.
8 and 10. Now, if you want to get more games in, right? You got the contacts with the people you didn't play, bring them up and schedule them. They just won't count for the standings, but you can still play. We're not saying you can't play. We're just saying inside the league, our schedule will be 8 and 10. Because we just cannot schedule out any more than that. We have problems now with the schedule. And if we hit any rain, we're really screwed. So the seniors are tough because we only get a certain amount of dates in the fall, and invariably we got 1 or 2 knocked out with rain, which puts us already into February and March. So in the past, we have fine teams, browbeat them and everything else to finish their schedule. This way you can finish it, and if you want more games, just schedule them with somebody, they'll play you. All right, how we doing, Alan?
Doing good. That's it. Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
thanks, fellas.
Next group.
All right, Alan, I didn't mean to step all over that. Well,
No,
keep
you're
my
good.
mouth shut.
No, you're good.
Alan,
Yes.
can you add my MPL, please, to 2008? I'm sorry, guys, about this.
What?
So we're gonna have 6 teams. My MPL, add MPL Florida Premier to red.
Now you got me confused.
No, we already
Just
took
add
it out.
one more Florida. Just add one more Florida Premier in MPL, please. MPL team.
Well, we just took them off, didn't we?
We just took them off.
Add 'em back?
Do you mind to put them back so it's gonna give us some more games?
Do we have a registration form for it?
Working? Yes, its team was registered.
Yes, they were. Yes.
Okay.
I
Put
can't.
them
I
on,
can't
put them on
get in,
red.
So I can't log in.
All right.
No, you're Mac, me, I can't put C.
Guys, you can go to edit and then click paste.
So that gives us 10 and 10.
There you go.
Excellent.
Now, remember, just so everybody knows, you don't show for one of these, it's $250. And sometimes the referee's on top. Changes, $25 within 2 weeks.
MA.
So everybody, we keep the continuity of the schedule the way we need it.
I got stuff going on right now.
All right, so we're good.
Okay, that's, all right. Everybody's taking one last look at that? You're good with that?
All right, next age group.
Hold
What
on,
do
I
we
gotta
got?
save it. Gotta save it first. Okay,
I'm not writing this down, so let's just be sure we got it somewhere. And we're recording this, aren't we, Greg?
yes, we are.
All right, cool. All right, Alan, or let me just start quick. Is everybody on? What are we at? 2000?
2007.
All right, so 2007's, this is Paul, I'm the president of the league. I just want to give you a couple pieces of information up front so Alan can conduct the meeting like you instead of me butting in. Any schedule changes 2 weeks from the date of the scheduled game is $25 for the team that can't make the game to reschedule. And that 25 has got to get into us, or, we'll dog you for it. We had 500 changes last year. We can't do it anymore. We can't support it. So we've got to we've got to use a fund to get some extra help to make all these schedule changes.
Yes, we're 30 minutes behind.
Okay, no schedule without payment. So if no one's scheduled, don't worry why you're not scheduled. We need to have the payment. We can't schedule it. We have too many people drop out after we
I
schedule.
got a code right here.
All right, keep the, to the extent you can on your property, please, if any US games, if you have any influence on your schedule, please put the USA game consecutively. That is 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So we can, it's easier for us to schedule refs because we can keep them at the field that way. And fourth, as always, lay off the refs. We've got a crisis. We're down about 250 refs in this part of the country. We've got them. You know, the prices went up this year. We're at 180 a game. That's 80 for the center and 50 for the 2 ARs. We'll see if that helps. All right, Alan.
All right. What you see up here, we got the D1s and D2s. Greg's taken Florida Hawks off of D1.
Right.
They're pulled out this morning. And down at the south, I got two options. I think I've reached out to a couple of the coaches to see if they wanted to go to D1. As you can see at the top, that's what we are right now is live of what we got going in Premier and then D2. Or we go north and south. We need a team that would go over to the south, obviously, as you're looking at the numbers. Or we do one big group and everybody plays each other once. So really, we're looking for feedback from the coaches of what you're wanting to lead. Unless you got a team in D2 that was wanting to go over to D1. Should we take another vote?
I say play everybody.
Play everybody once?
Just,
I mean, looking at D1, it's, you know, you got 2 of us up here in the north and 2 way down south. That'd be a lot of travel for the D1 teams. I mean, everybody's 2.5 hours apart unless Cape Coral's playing Northport and Winter Haven are playing Plant City.
You got, if you play one big group, you got 10 teams.
you play everybody once. You may or may not have, you may or may not have to travel.
Yeah, that's true. Does everybody agree with that?
Yes, North Sports Fusion, yes.
Let's put it this way. For all the teams that are there for the 2007 girls, is anybody opposed to having one division? Please speak up if anybody is opposed.
As long as
I'm here from PCU. I'd rather not. We have quite a new girls, and I know those D1 teams are a lot for them. We would like to play everybody twice at least. So.
Well, that's one vote. That's one vote.
Yeah, I'm from, this is Randy from Seminole, the U16 girls. We would rather stay in Division II. We have a lot of new players this year that left from a different club that are now over at our club. So a lot of new players. We would rather not have a season like last year where the Division I teams were beating us 10-12, nothing.
Just does somebody want to step up and switch over to make the Division I? We can't just have 4 teams in Division I. Our other option is going north and south.
Well, you only have 2 teams that are opposed to this out of the whole group.
Yeah.
Actually, Alan, this is with Cape Coral. Did Cape Coral sign up for D2? Our under 16 girls? It's a brand new team. So I was just wondering. Is that correct?
Do you want them D2?
Yeah. Were they? I'm trying to get a hold of Coach Eddie now to find out. I can't imagine them wanting to play D1. They're brand new, all the girls.
Okay, I would say, to be honest with you, with that situation, everybody plays each other once and in one big group.
That's it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Kathy, this is Sherry. He did send me that email and I believe he stated they were a new team.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, that's good. Well, the way it looks, you're not going to be in division. There's no Division I. I mean, you can't play with 4 teams. We just do one big group. Now, what I could do if we do one big group, it didn't happen with the first group, but this group, if you want to, at the end, the top 4 teams, we have a mini playoff. If anybody's interested.
Well, Alan, that would be a 9-team schedule. Everybody plays once, and then a potential for 4 teams to play an extra game and 2 teams to play 2 extra games.
Right.
Okay. All right.
That's if they want to. You don't have to.
Yeah. No,
it's an idea.
Good option.
That sounds doable.
I don't know.
The top 4, Alan, you said would be in
the top 4. 1 would play 4, 2 would play 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
And what it would be is if you're the higher ranking, that you play that home game. So 1 would be home against 4, 2 would be home against 3. Does everybody like that, or what's the ideas?
I think it's a great idea. I mean, I can't speak for the coach. I'm trying to get a hold of him now, but I think Kate Coral would be fine with that.
Well, to be honest with you, the way it's set up right now, there's not very much option, because if we go north and south, those 2 new teams are going to be playing against some D1 teams, and so it's really you're gonna play D1 teams any way you look at it.
Sure, I get that.
So if you only play them once, it's better than playing twice.
Right.
And then you never know. You just don't, come in 4th place. You don't know what might happen. Gives us some incentive.
Exactly.
So is everybody okay with this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Greg, that's what we're going to do. It's going to be one big group.
Got it.
Cool. So 9 matches, possible 4 extra and 2 extra, right?
Right.
All right, perfect.
Okay, just so I don't get any farther, we don't get too far ahead. The group before was split the way it was going to be, correct, Alan? In
the
red and
top
blue.
4?
No, the red and blue divisions were going to play the way they were. This one's going to be one single division.
Everything. They're all together. Everybody plays each other. What is it, once?
Yeah.
Once.
Yep.
Yeah, that's for
So
this
it's all,
one. Yeah.
it's all combined.
Right. For the 2008s, though, they were going to be in separate, correct?
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Gotcha. All right, gotcha.
Thanks.
Good. And that does the 2007s.
Our start date is August 20th as well.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know.
All right, let me get to the next group.
No.
This one's going to be real easy.
All right.
I've heard that
Be real
before.
easy.
Right.
I heard that before.
No, there's no angles on this one. And we can
All
just.
right. Are we
the
on,
same thing.
what time is it? Have we got everybody from this next group here? Yeah, we got, should, 6:30. Before Alan starts, 4 housekeeping issues. 1, any schedule change within 2 weeks of the scheduled game is a $25 fee. We had 500 changes last year. We can't continue to do that. So it's $25 within 2 weeks. If you want to change, if you were requesting, meaning the requesting team is going to play the $25. 2, no payment to us right now for the thing. We will not schedule your team until we get that payment. So if you see you're not scheduled, That'll be the reason. We have too many teams backing out who haven't paid us. We got them in the schedule and they back out. So to protect everybody else, we're not going to schedule anybody unless they're paid. 3, if you have any influence at all in your scheduler for your scheduling your teams, please, if you've got multiple USA games, I don't care if they're boys or girls or whatever. If you got multiple USA games on your fields, please try and get your scheduler to schedule them consecutively, meaning one after another, unless you've got 8 of them. Then by 2, as close together as possible, 2-hour break, but 2-hour. We're asking nobody to start before 10 because of the distances we travel. But that will make it easier for us to get referees, the centers especially, down to you. It will make it worthwhile. There is a change, I guess maybe you don't know. So this year, the senior games will cost $180 for referees, $80 for the center, $50 for the 2 ARs. And that's in response to the problems we've got. We're, as youth soccer people, we're 200 referees light. So we are trying to guarantee, because we have a lot of games and we're going to pay them. We're trying to make sure that we have referees at your matches. So that's it. That being said, Alan's here to schedule your matches. Thank you.
All right. Greg, get us to 2006.
Okay, I'm trying to, yes, okay. Let everybody know that's from the previous chat. We're past that already and we're on to the 2006.
This one's gonna be
pretty
easy.
There you go.
This is what we got for the U17s, the 2006. Not a
Excuse
lot
me,
of
Alan,
teams.
can you please take the Florida Hawks team of that group?
Yeah, Greg, take them off. You gotta take Florida Hawks off.
I don't know, it's going to cost you one.
There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 teams.
Beautiful.
Now, with that being said, if you could look at the bottom of it, I'm proposing to make it a little bit interesting for these 6 teams. Top 4 teams, we do a little mini playoff at the end of the season. 1v4, 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3.
Englewood likes that idea.
Yep. And what it is the higher seed has the home game. So 1 would be home and 2 would be home.
Sounds perfect, guys.
Yep. And that way it gives you something to work for during the season.
Are we playing each other once or twice?
Twice.
Home and away, 5 home, 5 away.
Yep.
Excellent. Yep.
And then if you're in the top 4, you get extra games with a special thing at the end of the championship game.
Perfect.
Yeah, gives you a little bit of a playoff feel of it.
Perfect.
Wow.
Good.
Nobody
Hey, Alan.
complaining. Nobody complaining.
Nah.
Alan,
Well,
is
give them
this
some at
any-
the end.
Is there any reason because we don't have those playoffs games for 2008 age group?
We should do the same thing for 8 and 7s also.
I agree with that, definitely.
2008 would be hard because you got the D1, D2s.
But
Red
it's
and
still
blue.
gonna go with the top teams.
Red and blue,
Huh?
no
The
D1
top
and
2 in
D2,
each
red
group
and
play
blue.
each other.
I mean, 2-3 extra games, it's not gonna hurt. Parents like extra games.
For the 2008, so the top 2 D1s play the top 2 D2 teams
Yep,
on the 2008s.
yep.
We can do that. Yeah. That'd be perfect. All right, that's it for the 17s.
Hey, Alan, this is PCU, just questioning so
Yes.
it'll be the same setup for the U16 girls also?
U16, okay.
Yeah, it's 2007. Like, so the mini playoff and then the championship game, or just the mini playoff?
No, it's the same thing. Yeah, but
Okay.
1v4, 2v3, and the winner of those two go to the championship game. Yes.
Okay, just want to clarify so. I can
Okay.
relay it
Oh,
to
yeah.
the
Oh,
coaches.
yeah. On all of them.
Love it.
Yes.
I actually like that. Okay.
Yes. 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 And I'm gonna twist their arms, get some trophies for the winners.
Oh, I've been with USA for like 9 years. That would be awesome.
Oh, it'll happen. I'll twist Greg's arm.
Thanks,
Hey,
Alan.
As long as I got your credit card, it's all fine.
Well, I'm only looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 trophies.
Yeah, they're going for 123 each. I got another cycle.
I'm sorry, Alan, this is Sherry. Could you just repeat, did you just make a decision on 15 girls, that adding that extra?
Yes.
Can you repeat that so I can write it down?
Okay, what it is, it's the two top teams in D1 and D2 will go to that mini playoff.
Two top teams, okay.
And
Yeah.
you mean it, Alan, it's the red and the blue.
Oh, the red and the blue. There you go. The red and the blue. The top
Blue.
two are the red and the blue.
We'll go to mini playoff, just like, and that's gonna be set up just like the other two.
Same
divisions.
rules. Yep. Mhm.
Okay.
And I'll get with you after all this, and we'll send out a plan for everybody to see of how how we're gonna dictate, ties or whatever.
Yeah, think of every possible weird permutation you can.
Oh,
Alan, 'cause
yes, that's the last
That's what we
year.
end with, yeah.
It's gonna be how many corner kicks, how many headers.
Yeah, yeah. That's it. Gonna go 10 deep.
It'll be a novel.
Yeah, what's the company?
But that's that way it'll make it interesting for the 2006. Anything else, Paul? Oh, he's
Not
gone.
for me. I think I gave him the spiel about the,
Yep.
all right. Got one more age group?
One more.
One
All
more.
right.
And let's see. Now the Florida Hawks are on this one, right?
They pulled their teams.
I don't think
No,
they
no.
pulled the.
No,
old
no,
one.
no, no, no.
No, no, we got a
That
team in this one.
Stays.
Yeah,
Oh,
they got
okay,
to keep
okay.
this one.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Okay,
There's some more carbon on it.
put Skippy, somebody put Skippy out or mute, please.
Clad coating for better rust protection.
Okay. Juan, are you still there?
That just means that.
Yeah,
the
Florida
fire
Hawks
there, the
stays.
Fish bones
They
and
stay.
they'll last a little bit
They
longer.
stay? Okay.
They
That's
stay.
Yes, we
You
stay.
can match either ones with either. Yes. 2. Yes. That's it.
All right, Mr. Paul.
All right, we ready? We got everybody here? All right.
No,
Just a
the other
couple
one
of-
has a higher carbon content. and it
We
has
need a
some
couple of
clad coating.
house
Kind of
house
rust
cleaning
protection.
here. One, this year, any game that is rescheduled or asked to be rescheduled within 2 weeks of its play will cost the team asking for the reschedule $25.
Yep.
We had 500
Oh, shit.
reschedules last year. We can't do it anymore. We got to figure out a way to cut it down. if you see that your team is not scheduled after this, we're not scheduling anybody we haven't received payments from, because in the past, we have had teams pull out, or they weren't even real teams in there. So we're making sure we have the money in hand before we schedule.
Well, I heard him fine until you did whatever you did.
All right.
I don't
Whoever that is, we're good.
Can we get
We're
everybody
Well,
turning
they
it
didn't
off.
put it on the phone.
Can you please mute?
Yeah, somebody needs to mute. Please keep, if you know your scheduler and you can help us at all, to the extent that you can, the USA games, if you can get your scheduler, any USA games, please try to get them to schedule consecutively, meaning 10, 12, 2, 4,
Can't hear what
or
he's saying.
multiple games, because we're having huge problems with referees. The more games they got when they're driving to a set of fields that we can assign them to, the easier it is for us to attract them. We're also changing, as you may know, or you've seen, I'm sure, in our notes, the senior season, the referee fees are $180 a game. That is $80 to the center, $50 each.
I don't ever know if they're going to start a little bit early.
All right. Lastly, please lay off the
Talking about
referees.
the girls.
They are by far our scarcest resource. If we don't have them, you don't have a game. And if we can't get them, you haven't got a game till we can get them. So the less we pound them, the more they show up to your matches. The more you pound them, the less inclined they are wanting to do your matches, which means you can't play in a league if you can't get refs to come to the field. So you got to lay off. No matter what you're feeling, bite your fingers, do whatever you can to keep your mouth shut, but you got to keep your mouth shut. Thank you. All right, Alan, go get them.
All right, this is the U18-19 brackets, how we got kind of set up. As you see at the top, kind of how it works out, what all the coaches recommended, what they wanted. Is there anybody in the Division II that want to move to D1? I guess not. All right, we got a couple of options you can do, and to kind of leave it up to how y'all want to do it. We can leave it the way it is, with only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams in D1, or go to a North and South, or we can go to one big group, everybody plays each other once.
Hey, Alan, this is Steve Emerson from Florida Premier. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Great. Good. How are you guys? It's kind of nice being on the other side of the seat. So, I'll be honest with you. I've been listening to you for the last 3 meetings, and
we'll suck you back in.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Anyway, all right. So we have a couple of Florida Premier teams in there, and I just want to make it clear, or a couple that say elite. And I can't speak for the other team. I don't know if Lubo is still on the line. But, you know, my team, well, first of all, I'm in the car, so it's a little hard for me to look all the time, but it does say Florida Premier Elite in a D2 and a D1. Am I correct on that? Or
no,
both D2.
D2.
Both D2. Okay, yeah. What I wanted to add to it was I know the other coach in communication was definitely a D2. I was thinking, you know, my competitive juices running and thinking, oh, well, maybe we can do D1, but my team, which is the other team, is really a 2017 team playing up in 2018-19. We only have 2018-19, U18, U19. I only have 2 or 4 or 5 players on that team. So they're mostly U17. And I have some players playing up from U15. So I definitely want to make sure at this point, I don't think it'd be a good idea for us anyway, to play in a D1 division. So, you know, again, now, if we all decide to play D1, how many teams are there now? There's 5?
5 D1s.
Okay, well, that would be, I guess, you know, I'll let the rest of the group play in on that, but I definitely don't want to be in just a D1 division, you know, at this point.
Steve, do Steve, do you have two teams? Do you have a Florida Premier Hernando Elite?
Yeah.
And
We have a Florida, we have, I'm pretty sure, I'm not positive on this, but we have a Florida Premier Hernando Elite. We have, and then 2 Florida Premier Elite teams. Like one, I think that plays at, like I said, we would normally be in the youth 2017 age bracket. That's what we would normally be in. So we have a regular 2018, 19 Florida Premier team, and then an elite team in Hernando, and then my team. So I'm probably the youngest of all the teams.
All right, because I only see two.
Pretty sure.
There's only 2 teams here, a Florida Premier Elite and a Florida Hernando Elite.
That's correct. That's correct. Only 2 teams.
Okay, my bad then. Yes, then we have a Florida Hernando. Yeah,
Okay.
Lubo, you're still there?
Yes,
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
still
then it's
here,
just
yeah.
my team and the Hernando team. Yes, that's correct.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm the Florida Premier Hernando Elite Team coach.
Okay.
And I was just looking at the North and Souths. If we did go with the North and South, that Hernando team should be on the North, and it's currently on the South, I believe.
Yeah, and that's the problem you have with the
I see.
North and
I got
South
you.
situation. Yeah.
I got you. Yes. You would just put St. Pete and Florida Premier.
Well, wait a minute.
But we could just stick it the way we could just stick it at D1, D2. I mean, 8 games for D1.
Is there a First Hernando team here?
That's a different club. That's a different club. That's not Florida Premier team.
That's a different, yeah.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Hard to tell the players without a program.
Well, we could keep it the way it is, how it is up there at the top. I mean, there's 8 games for D1 and then D2, you see what you got.
Florida Premier is good with that.
Huh?
And then it switched to, they're still talking about the girls. And then we had 2 teams, and then we lost 2 teams, and now we got 2 teams again.
What are you guys thinking? Or we could do one big group. You got 3 options.
Alan, you could also do what we did with the other groups. Perhaps do on the Division 1, keep them like that, and give them a playoff option until they get to a championship game.
Yes. Yeah, you can. If you do the top thing, the 2 top teams would go to the mini playoffs. 2 on each side.
If you do, okay, so if you're doing a D1 division and you're doing a D2 division,
right?
You're saying the top, okay, regardless how that's set up, north, south, whatever, okay.
No,
it would be
no.
all one big division for each, right? It would be one big division for.
You got
it would be one division D1.
You got 3 options. You can do D1, D2. You can do a north and south, or we put everybody in one big group and everybody plays each other once. And the top 4 teams go to the mini playoffs.
Okay. Then that would be the top 4 teams. If you do the D1, D2, then you would do just the top team.
Top 2
teams from D1, and the top 2 teams from D2 would go into a 4-team playoff like you were doing in that last division.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, so I mean, it would be a little lopsided in I didn't say anything then because it wasn't my meeting, but it could be a little lopsided to say that those 2 D2 teams may or may not, I mean, have really much of a chance at that, but you never know. I mean, it's not the end of the world.
You got to understand, you got to look at Cincinnati Bengals last year.
I get it. Trust me, I get it. And it's definitely something to shoot for. That wouldn't be a deal breaker.
It gives you something extra. It's
extra.
It's just extra. It's extra.
Yeah. That would be fine. I mean, it's kind of like a playoff in high school where, everybody gets a chance, you never know.
Never know.
That 8th seed, 6th seed could always uproot the 1 or 2 seed. You never know. So
it's just something to strive for. If you're in 3rd place halfway through the season, you're shooting for 2.
Sure.
It's just up to y'all. It's coming. This is you guys got 3 options. We're wide
Okay.
open to listen to what y'all want.
Well, my vote then, is that for just the Florida Premier team, my vote would be to go with a D1 division, a D2 division. And then if you want to have a playoffs, do it the way we just said it. That would probably be my vote.
Yeah,
at
that
this
gives you
point.
something to strive for. There's a meaning to the season.
Yeah, so I don't know, everybody else want to weigh in, but that would probably be mine. I really don't want to mix in too much with D1s. If I do it in a playoff, that's one thing, but
I
for the
got you.
season, it might be tough.
I got you. I understand. Believe me. I do.
We are allowing how many players to club pass if we need to for a certain game?
I mean,
Or
what?
are we not? Are we allowing club pass players
Yes.
to play?
Yes.
Okay, how many? How many per?
Five.
I think we come to 5. I think there's 5.
Okay, up to 5. Okay, I just wanted to be clear on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
Okay.
Brian from
That would be
Seminole
my
Shooting Stars.
Uh-huh.
Yes, we're the Seminole Shooting Stars, Seminole FC, U18/U19 team. We're good
Yes.
with the Division 1, Division 2, or red and blue, or however you want to
Yeah,
call it.
probably
We're
be red and
good with
blue.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I
Anybody
can't look at the
against
screen,
that?
but how many games does that give us in D2?
1,
Because I'm
2,
driving.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think Paul's sitting at the limit is at 10 games.
Yeah, that's fine. We had mentioned that. So was it 8 games that we would have?
No, I think y'all would go 10.
Oh, we
So
would
we
have
would
10.
just double up a couple
Because you got 8
times with.
teams. You got 8 teams.
Oh, okay.
D1
I
would have
can't look at
8
the
games.
screen right now because I'm driving. That's why. I
That's
just wanted
okay.
to
Yeah,
ask. So
you
we have
got 8
teams.
teams in D2.
Okay. Oh, okay. Perfect. All right,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, you
fine.
got
we'll
10
go
games. Plus the extra for everybody else at the
Plus
top.
the playoff if we.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So nobody's against this, right?
Oh, that's amazing.
How come it wasn't that easy when I did it? I mean, oh my God.
I don't know.
You got a lot more teams.
Just
You got a lot
lucky.
more teams.
Alan,
You know why?
Alan's
You know
got a
why?
good
We
way
did
with
it in
people.
person. We did it
Yeah,
in person.
yeah. In
that's why.
person is different.
I'll tell you.
Well, good. Then
Crying
then
out
we're
loud. Good
set.
for you.
Greg, we got that's how we're going to do it. Red and blue.
Red and blue, and they play a 12-game schedule or 10-game.
10
10
games.
games.
10
Yeah,
games
plus
for
playoffs.
blue. Red would be 8,
And then we're going to do a
Yeah.
playoff, right?
and then the playoffs. Yes, and then we're
Okay.
going to get more information out. We're going to get information out about the playoffs here in the next week. I'll have all that settled of how do we do everything.
Okay, so it's two
And
divisions.
like I said, before, the other groups, we're gonna, the championship. There's gonna be something special for the championships.
Everybody's coming to Alan's house for dinner.
Yeah,
All right.
Uber.
And August 20th, right? First game.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Other than that, I think we got it.
Oh, that's great.
All right, you called yourselves right back up. I'll tell you there. That was good.
You got it.
How are we doing time-wise? Just about right, huh?
Yep, we're done. And now it's
All right.
Les's turn.
All right, Les.
Hey,
All right, guys. Alan, thank
There it
you.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
All right, good night.
Good night.
now I got to find a spreadsheet for the boys.
It's on Les's email.
It came in this morning, so it shouldn't be hard to find.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what Alan said.
Yeah, and hey, you got to remember on your side, you got to take those Florida Hawks off of those first few
Yeah,
guys.
I did that already. But it's not on Greg's copy. I didn't resend
Right.
him a copy.
What's that?
The Florida Hawks, they had some cancellations.
It's only one team, really.
Oh, well, right. Okay. But this Hawks team here on the 2004, 2005 is still good.
For where?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're talking about the boys.
Okay. Only talking about the boys. Okay.
The
Hang on.
boys is the 0405 team. That's late. That's at the end.
All right.
You should have gotten your email this morning at 9:08, Greg.
I'm sure it's here somewhere.
9:08
9:08.
this morning, yes.
There it is.
See, I'm on the ball there, Greg.
I kind of figured you were. No doubt about that.
All right. That was
Let's,
wrapped up.
Okay. Let's open a file.
Greg, you have somebody there lifting her hand? Celine,
Hold on.
U19.
Why is this coming up that way, Les?
I have no clue.
It's not letting me,
I can resend it to you again.
it's not letting me download it or open it.
Okay, I'm not sure what happened.
4-5.
Let's see what's going on here.
Well, if that doesn't work, I got a copy too. I'll send them one.
I'm sending it to you again.
I've got a registration from 70. Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, that's not opening up.
Hold on, Greg, hold on.
While you're doing that, is everybody here from the next age group, which I assume is the 208 boys? Is that correct, folks?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Little housekeeping.
Greg, check your email.
Okay.
Little housekeeping while we're getting this set up. Any match this year that you don't which you would like to reschedule within 2 weeks of the match is going to cost $25 for the person who requests the move. Okay, we had 500 plus changes last year. We can't live with that. We don't have the capacity to do that anymore. So we can't change it. Someone's got to pay for the clerical part of it that we need to change. All right. So don't be surprised. That is in the bylaws, and we discussed it at the last AGM. We're not going to schedule anybody without a payment from the club. In the past, we've had mistakes. We've had guys pull out. We've had people put teams in and never paid. So that right now we're going to try and be as simple as we can for all of you guys, so you're not constantly seeing changes in the schedule. People will drop out, and we got that. But we're not going to have it before guys that just decide not to pay and they're just going to drop out. So if you're not scheduled, if you haven't paid, you're not going to be scheduled until you do. All right. If you have any.
Won't let me open it, Les.
Well, why did you resave the file though?
If you have any sway, if you guys have any sway over
What version of Excel are you running?
your field scheduler, please, to the extent possible, any USA female or male games, any USA games at your facility, please try to get them to schedule the games consecutively. It'll make it much easier for us to get to obtain referees. We've got a terrible problem with referees. So if we can do that consecutively, it really is an added value for the referees. You know, we've changed the fees for the seniors. It's $180 per match, $80 to the center, $50 each to the ARs, so that we're competing with everybody else for referees, and we've got to continue to do that. Continue to keep up with the Jones as far as payments. Lastly, please lay off the referees. They're not going to keep playing for if they're going to clubs, especially where they're getting abused or where they don't feel protected, where they don't have a field marshal available. And that will make it very difficult for you to play your matches at home. In those cases, what we've decided to do, if we have to, is to just switch all your games to away if
you swear
the environment at the field. Thanks, guys.
Hey, Paul, I'm sorry. Hey,
Yes.
Greg, just hit cancel. Hit cancel. Because it's saying you have the girls still open. It's got nothing to do with the boys. Just hit cancel right there.
All right, hold on.
Greg, you want me to send you what I got? Maybe
No.
it'll be easier.
I send you a
I don't
new-
think it's anything with the file itself. Close it now.
Okay.
Can you close Excel now?
I'm trying to. There we go.
Okay. So there,
Oh.
so it had nothing to do with the boys team. It
Why
had to
was
do
that-
with the girls. Was throwing you an
There it
error.
is.
I don't know
Very
why,
good.
but that's
Who
what it
is
was.
that? Who is that? We
It's
need
Coach
to-
Goodwood, North Lakeland.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you much. Okay, so,
Go to 2008.
whoa,
There's a bunch of U15.
Wow.
yeah, wow. And we're gonna be calling them red, white, and blue.
Well, you got
All right. Are they,
gold and silver too.
good evening, everyone. Are the coaches for the first group present?
Yes.
You see where your teams are? Is there any objection to where your teams are in that first group?
Somebody can hear me over there?
Yes.
Okay, my name is Coach Alfredo. I'm coaching Florida Premier Elite Collier this year, 2008. And I wanted to request to move my team to the Division 2. Actually, it's on Division 3.
Right. I hardly can hear you. You got to speak up.
Yeah, but let's get Division 1 settled first. I hear him. I hear what he wants to do.
Greg, can you please be so kind and take the Florida Hawks FC 2008 boys from the off?
Take the 10 off on the first division. Is that
Right
right,
here.
Juan?
Line 10,
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, Juan? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it, done.
We have the coaches' names. If they're wrong, who do we go to fix that? For Charlotte,
Well,
it's not Zach Sandrock.
We're not worried about the coaches right now. You can
Okay.
fix that later on in your system. The D1 coaches, are they here? Charlotte, Real Barca, Plant City,
Pinellas County is here.
are you good with where your team is?
Yes,
Central
Pinellas County
Academy,
is good.
Pinellas, Waimama,
My mama here? Nobody from Rural U Soccer here?
I'll be here. I'm the president, Martin.
Oh, okay, very good.
I guess the coach didn't step in, but he's fine.
That's okay, as long as we got you.
all right, if there's no objection to the first group
Bada boom.
stays as is, 10 games. Any questions?
All right, Division 2?
Division 2.
Somebody wanted to move into that division. Am I correct in assuming that?
Yes, yes.
Where's your team?
My team is Florida Premier Collier Elite.
Got
Florida Premier.
2008 boys.
Which group are you in?
We are the
Number 34 list.
and the third division, the second one. One is
And you want to move to D2?
yes, please. If
Now,
it's
what is
possible.
Florida Premier Red? Is that part of your group, part of your club also, right?
Yeah.
Are,
Rad is
So-
Wesley Chapel, I believe.
are
I
the
correct in
coaches for the
assuming that?
D2 group on the call?
Yes, Venice areas here.
Yeah, St. Pete Raiders is here.
Anyone else?
Charlotte
Ew.
Premier Blue, we want to move from 2 to 3.
Oh, that's cool.
Florida Premier Blue. While in
It's
looking at,
easy.
is this
Charlotte
your
Premier
same,
Blue.
is this the same team from last year?
It is, no, there's quite a few kids that are gone. So we
Because
have.
the
it
reason
is
why I
not-
got it highlighted in red is because when I look at the standings, you guys had a good year last year. So
Yes,
I
we
thought you
did.
guys
And
should
most of
be-
those kids are not with us anymore. And it is actually under a new coach.
Okay. All right, Greg, so we'll switch Florida Premier on 34 with Charlotte
Charlotte
Premier. Blue.
Premier, we're on number 16.
So we'll switch 16 and 34, Greg.
All right, hold on. Charlotte Premier, right here. I'm gonna take that and better if I do this. Okay, how's that? That good?
Yep.
Right?
Thank
All right,
you.
then I take this out. Hold on. Take that out.
Where is the Florida Premier?
And then put
34.
34.
Yeah.
And I put that right here, right?
Yep. Anyone else?
How's that look?
Venice
I need to
Soccer
add to my
moved
team.
to D3 also.
Repeat that.
Hold on. Hey,
Venice Soccer.
Les, the problem I had last year, take a look at that division where I just put the Florida Elite team in.
Yes.
Okay, you got Northport, St. Pete Raiders, Florida Premier, Elite. Then you have Florida Premier.
Red and Venice and Pinellas.
Where'd I go? Why is that there? Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so those are the right teams in there? We didn't,
Yes.
I'm not missing
Yes.
one.
Those are the right teams.
Okay, good. 6 teams in there.
Yes.
Okay.
Somebody else is saying
I need to add to my team.
Repeat that.
The last season I played first division, and right now I moved to the second division. It's FC Tampa Rangers Ronaldo.
FC Tampa Rangers Ronaldo. What group are you in?
The last season is the first division. Right now I moved to the second division.
I don't see
I don't see a Ronaldo.
I don't see one.
Where is your team? Huh?
FC Tampa Rangers Ronaldo.
What age group?
U15.
I don't see a FC
2008.
Tampa Rangers Ronaldo. I see a FC Tampa Rangers Real Barca.
At the last season in the stand is like in 2008 B Ronaldo. Just
Did you sign up with Elda?
Is there a Real Barca and there's a Ronaldo, right?
yeah. No, I just talked to Sherry and she said maybe talking or then I talked to Elda. Put the team on.
Well, let me see.
I
get
just sent
Elda.
the mail for
I get
Sherry.
Elda.
Repeat that.
2008.
I think you're having a nomenclature problem. I think
is
Real
the team
Barca
on line
is,
5 your team?
yeah. How many Ronaldo teams have we got? in
There's
there?
no Ronaldo team in the group at all.
Yeah, but because they won't go by that sometimes, Les. I'm going to call Elda right now.
Well,
They got these
Barca and
other-
Ronaldo is just big difference.
No, it's different team.
Okay, well, we didn't have a Ronaldo team on the list, so if there's one, we can add it. Sherry?
Hold on. Let me get Elda.
Yes, I'm here.
Is there a
Yeah.
Ronaldo team that registered?
I'm looking. I mean, if it wasn't on the spreadsheet, unless they did it after that, then
It'd be Elda though, so she's not liable to screw it up. If I can get a hold of her, I think she'll be able to tell us.
So,
Yeah, I'll talk to Elda for adding the team.
so I'm sorry, it's FC Tampa Ronaldo.
Yes, 2008.
Okay, give me a minute. I'm looking.
Okay, thank you.
Greg, don't forget to delete line 34.
Oh, that's right.
I did on my schedule, so I'm keeping a backup here, Greg, so.
Okay, hold on. How's that? Good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do not see that registration right now.
Now, where's the gentleman? What's your name?
Yeah, Rodrigo. Probably, I think your elder no make it. She did.
Do you
so,
want?
Yeah.
You want to add your team?
Yeah.
Go ahead and add
I
them.
talked to
Yeah.
her.
Huh?
Well, we could tentatively put it on there, but we just can't add a team unless we get the registration and the money.
Right.
Yeah, Elder would register him. That's what I'm saying. She
Oh,
wouldn't miss
okay.
a registration if she had
All
it.
right.
So, but I just called her. You know, she knows exactly what she's doing, how to drop them in.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know if it's possible.
We have-
I called to her.
We
from the
joined,
registration.
I think we paid for 6, Schimberg paid for 6 senior teams. So.
The last day the payment is tomorrow, no? 18?
I am
17.
adding Greg.
17?
Yeah, maybe we have the wrong age here.
I'm adding the Ronaldo team. If I recall, there's no Ronaldo team in any of the age group that I saw earlier.
It's exhausting. It's like so exhausting. How for her, it's worse for her, but it's exhausting.
All right, Greg,
Yes, sir.
can you add that team to that D2 group?
Which group?
The Ronaldo FC Tampa Rangers Ronaldo.
Yeah, Division 2?
Yes. And is there anybody else who'd like to make any changes?
Yes, Venice.
Yes, where do you want to go?
I need to go to D3 this
All
year.
right, so we'll move you down to D3.
Yeah.
All right, I got a call into both Coco and Elder, so we should be able to clear this up before we leave tonight.
Okay, who's moving, Les?
Move Venice down to D3, which is that bottom group where we took Florida Premier out of.
Okay, so I'm taking the Venice
and
boys.
Yes, and put them in line 35.
Okay. Okay, am I good there? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams in that Division 3.
Right, that makes everybody 6. So that delete Venice from D2, please, Greg.
Okay, right.
All right, anyone else?
Hi, guys. I just got a quick question. The Florida Premier teams in Division 2. Could you tell me which ones are from where? If it's Wesley Chapel,
I don't
Lamp
know
Lake?
where they're from. So if the coaches are on the line, they can tell us where their teams are from.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, we are Florida Premier from Collier Parkway.
You're from where?
Sorry?
Collier.
Which one is from Collier? Both?
And
that says
just
CP.
Just the one you moved to the second division.
Number 16 or 17?
16 is from Collier.
16 is from Collier.
16. The other one is from Wesley Chapel.
Okay, 16 is Collier?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hold on.
That's what CP means, Collier Park.
We'll never know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And 17 is Wesley Chapel?
Yeah, and the rat,
Yeah,
the same
that
rat
makes
is
sense.
Wesley Chapel.
That makes sense.
So is that Sporting Tampa Bay or is that something else?
No, that's not Sporting Tampa Bay.
Wesley Chapel is now Sporting Tampa Bay. So
Rad is a position of Florida Premier, Greg.
I understand that. And are they playing as part of Tampa Sporting?
Not that I know of.
No, as I know.
Wow. Interesting.
But they have been playing like that last year. You had
Yes,
a
just
ton
we call
of
last
teams
year
that,
they played-
that we played at RAT.
Yeah, Rat. They play Florida Premier Rat.
So when you get a chance, we have an answer to the Barca and Ronaldo. Ronaldo is are gonna register under us. If we haven't registered him properly, we will. The Barca is been registered. That's a whole nother team.
Okay.
Okay.
And we're.
So the Ronaldo's in. We'll take care of it tomorrow.
Yeah.
If in fact we aren't correct right now, if we haven't registered him.
All right. Any other question?
I
on
tried to
D2?
call her, but she no answer.
All right. So D2 is
Okay,
complete.
Mateo, I
If
will.
there's no other question.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
thank you.
good. Thank you.
All right. D3.
All right.
We have two D3 groups, 6 teams each. Anybody have any questions or want to change anything?
Going once,
Going twice,
going twice.
gone. So they remain the way they are. All right, Greg, we move on. That's the end
Right.
of the
Hold on,
2008 group.
I gotta get these people in the room. Hold on.
Can you scroll up just a little bit? Just wanted to see D2 one more time real quick. Perfect, thank you.
Sure.
All right, so everybody in D1, 2, and 3 will have 10 games each.
When's the first games of Division 2, guys?
August 20th.
20th. Thank you.
What about Division 3?
Same thing. The league starts August 20th.
August 20th. All right, thank you.
That was easy.
It's easy because you had it right.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night. Thank you so much.
Tomorrow I'll check with Elda about this Ronaldo team, but what's his name is certain they're in and they should be in. I think she registered 6, but let's make sure of that, right?
Guys, sorry, one last question. I saw this message from Bo. In the previous conversation, you guys were talking about playoffs. Is that only for the older girls or is that for us too?
We will let you know more about that, okay?
Okay, all right,
We're
guys.
thinking about the same thing, but I will inform you at a later date.
Sounds good. All right, take care.
Okay, all right.
Cool. We ready for the next one? Are we ready to start?
Ready for
Yes, we
07.
are, right on time. Les, you're unbelievable, Les.
07 boys, D1.
All right,
Right,
guys, first, little housekeeping, one minute. For everybody in this age group. 4 or 5 things. 1, if you go to reschedule a match this year, within 2 weeks of when your match is due, you will incur a $25 fee. Whoever is requesting it will be charged $25 to reschedule a game. We had 500 reschedules last year. We can't live with that anymore. We can't support it. It's too much. Secondly, we're not going to
Well,
schedule.
on the other hand, if you do 500 by 25, we can live with that or not?
Yes, absolutely. But we assume it won't happen because we won't have 500 changes. That is our assumption, right? That people will just, all they got to do, Juan, is to plan better. But when there's no penalty for not planning, generally there's a lack of planning, and that's when we have the problem. So all we're doing with that is adding a minor incentive to plan properly so that you get your schedule squared away, so that within 2 weeks of your games, you're not changing it or not wishing to change it. All right, 2, no, we will not schedule any teams who haven't made a payment. We've had too many in the past, no payments, they end up dropping, and that's a problem for all you guys, all of us and you, having to redo the schedules and having to recall everybody. So if we don't get a payment, we're just not going to schedule the team. We'll hold off, and that'll be the end of it. We, again, got to do this because we've had too many teams, and it's been a rough couple of years, admittedly, but we just have got to get our commitment from everybody to just do what the necessary things are so we can, from a clerical standpoint, we can continue to service our members. To the extent that you guys have any input on your field scheduler, please lean on them, and any and all, I'm talking about any age group or any females or males. Try to schedule a USA, try to get them to schedule USA matches consecutively, meaning not two at the same time, 10, 2, 10, 12, 2, 4, something like that. It's going to make it a lot better or easier for us to obtain and hire centers that have that can drive all the way out there and at least do 2 matches or 3 matches. So we have a lot of orphan games, and that's a problem for us to get it done. If you can help us schedule like this, it would be fantastic, because it will make all of our games better. Okay. We have changed the referee, the cost of the referees. It's $180. That's, we did that at the AGM just to remind everybody. It's $80 to the center, $50 each to the ARs. We've got to stay up with everybody else. Otherwise, we will not have any refs. So that the referees were, I think in this part of the country, we're about 200 plus referees short for the matches that are going to get scheduled. So we want to make sure we have referees. So those 2 things should help. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but that's the only ideas we had anyway. Lastly, please lay off the referees, because some are declining matches because they're tired of listening to people yammering at them that don't know what they're talking about. So it's the referee is not perfect. We know that, but we need to have one. And if we don't have one, you can't do a game, or you're going to have to call your own. So to the extent that our league is better as far as behavior, we're more likely to have referees. So that we're asking everybody to think about it. I've coached. I understand that that whatever that insanity boils up in all of us, as adults, we have to handle it properly. That's all. The feeling's not going to go away, but your behavior when you feel that can be modified. And that's what we'd like, because we can't even have teams in the league anymore that are a problem. If we find we have the same issues with clubs or teams, we would just eliminate them, because our members have got to get this, have got to have referees. And for the members, we just gonna have to do that. All right, thank you. Les is going to take you through the schedule now.
Hey, welcome everyone. Good evening and welcome. Greg, can you scroll up to the top, please?
All depends. There you go.
All right, guys. D1, there are 5 teams right now. Are the coaches on the call?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm Caleb with the Wolverines.
Cox is here.
Anyone have any Juan, you said you're
that team is playing.
Okay. All right.
Hey, this is Richie Reich from Florida Premier Temple Terrace.
Yes. Now, is anyone in D1, is everyone good with their D1 assignment?
Yes.
Yes.
Is there anyone in D2 that would like to move up to D1? If the coaches are on the line. All right, so if everybody's good with their assignment, D1 stay as it is, and we move to the next group, which is, we have 2 D2 group of 6 teams.
Last question. I'm with the D1. So if we keep the group at D1, are we going to play these teams like 3 times in a season, or what are we looking at?
We're going to play 8 games, and most likely we'll do some kind of playoff, but I will notify you guys of that part of it later, within the next week or 2. Okay.
All right.
All right, D2. There's two D2 groups, 6 teams each. Coaches on the line.
Vena's here.
Is there,
Coach Dushko here with Players Club.
okay, are you good? Everybody good with where they're located?
Yeah, I've got a question. Caleb, are you
Yes.
still there?
Yes.
Who is FCT 3LIN05?
That's Irving.
Okay, so he's ours, not Ronaldo, right?
No,
right here,
he's not-
guys.
Ronaldo's on here. I just saw his face.
Yeah, Ronaldo.
Well, he was in the last age, he was in the last age group. Do we have one in this age group?
We did last
yes.
year.
I don't, where are they?
I don't know. Maybe he didn't sign up.
Is the
But he
coach
was-
here?
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah, the Ronaldo, I'm making the payment right now.
Huh?
The 07, and you put the team in the second division. FC Tampa Rangers Ronaldo.
Is there a 2007 Ronaldo?
Yes, second division.
So there
Where
should
are
be
they?
a 2007 Ronaldo. And would that be a D2 team?
Yeah.
All
I
right,
don't
the-
see them.
There's no Ronaldo.
Paul, I just making the payment
Paul,
right now.
There's no Ronaldo team signed up in any of the groups. I can tell you that.
Same situation, I'm making the payment right now. I did it.
So we can add them.
Ooh,
So in that first group, Greg, we can add Ronaldo to that first group.
Right up here, line 9,
Line 18. Sorry.
line 18. Okay, right
Yeah.
here.
so Les, between us,
Yeah.
neither one of these Ronaldo teams, do we have a sign up or anything from them? Am I
There
correct?
is
in
no
assuming?
Ronaldo team in the group whatsoever. None.
Okay, so maybe we're calling them by something else, but I'll end up today. So we've got one guy in the last age group and one guy in this age group that we have nothing from USA,
Nothing, because
right?
when I was looking back at last year's and looking at the teams, and I saw Ronaldo group in the stats from last year when I was
Yes.
trying to
The
get
last
to the
year
records.
I play.
And there was none signed
first
up.
division. Yeah.
Yeah, Greg. So we add Ronaldo to that group.
Got it.
So now we have in that group 7 teams.
Oh, he went Division 2. He was Division 1 last year.
You want to go to Division 1?
Players.
You want to go to Division 1?
Players. No, Division 2 because I lost four players in the team.
You have an echo in your background. Can you check your phone or your computer? So you're echoing. All right. So he lost players, so he's staying D2.
Yeah, the players I have right now, I can play for Division 1.
All right. Anyone else?
Hold on. Sorry, Les. I'm talking to Elda right now. And she
Yeah, go ahead. Are you talking? Keep going. Is he gone?
No,
All right,
I don't
let's
think so.
move
I
on.
may have just muted.
All right, I'll wait for him to come back. So let's
Because
move.
the
What
point
about
is,
the-
it's very unlike Elda to miss 2 teams, almost impossible. So something's amiss.
Gentlemen, can y'all hear me? This is
Yes, now we
Coach
can.
Shane with Florida Premier. Hey,
Repeat
we're
that.
looking to move up from 3 to 2. I think I'm on line 33 there.
Which Florida Premier? The
Line
elite?
33. Yes,
That
sir.
that's Collier also?
Yes, sir. Both are collar, red and elite.
All right, Greg, move that line 30 to the group just above it.
Yeah, Division 2.
Hey, Greg, can you also let some coaches in the meeting?
Yeah, hang on 1 second. I can do that.
Okay.
Where are they?
Anyone else?
There we go. I got him.
Anyone else? Okay, so if there's no other changes for the D2 groups, we'll move on to D3. And we have 7 teams in each group, okay?
I'm
Okay,
not
y'all,
seeing
I'm
East
back.
Pasco Youth Soccer League here.
What are you not seeing?
East Pasco?
Did you register?
Yes, I did.
For what group and what division?
U16 Division 3.
And your Sherry, can you check that, please?
Did you pay with a card online?
What,
Yes.
I'm sorry, what did you need me to check?
East Pasco, you said, sir?
Yep, East Pasco.
East Pasco for 2007 boys.
And we're checking payment
If he's registered.
if registered. Okay, give me 1 second.
So I got an email, so
Did you pay with a card?
yes.
Okay. Huh.
Greg, while she's checking that, do you mind scrolling up a little bit to the D2? There, right there.
Yes.
That's good.
I do have them here.
What are
And
they
they have
called?
East Pasco, YSL, and they are paid.
Okay. Okay, which division do they want in?
D3.
Division 3, please. Yep.
So that takes us to 3, 6,
8.
Pardon me, 18. Anyone else?
Wait a minute. That's just a misprint there, Les, with all these U15 teams.
Where?
Take a look at Division 3.
It's U16. Don't pay attention to the U15. Look at the event age.
I saw the event age. I just wonder why they're all 15s. Okay, gotcha.
Because they're at the time when they were registered,
I
they're
get it.
15 in the system.
I get it. Okay.
Yeah. Anyone else? Okay, if there's no one else, then 2007 boys is closed and we'll move on to 2006.
Hey, real quick question. You guys are still doing that triplicate form?
Repeat that?
You're still doing the
Yeah.
triplicate form?
I didn't hear you clearly there.
The triplicate form? You're still using that?
Yes.
You mean for
Yes.
the game report?
No, the triplicate form, with the carbon, the pink, the yellow, the white.
Yes.
How would we receive that?
Sherry will send those out to the teams, okay?
Roger that.
I'll send them to the club and then they will distribute them.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Mhm.
Quick question. This is
Yes.
Coach Maria with Lake Wells Fury team. When
Yes.
does the first game start for the U16
First game
team?
starts August 20th.
August 20th.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
This is Dale Stark from East Pasco. Looks like East Pasco 07 is on line 12 of the sheet.
9, 12.
Up.
Okay.
For some reason have us as U17. We should be U16.
Okay.
Okay,
So
let's
there's no
make sure.
U7. So there's no U17 team.
No,
Huh?
we've only registered one.
Okay.
Should
All
be
right.
U16.
I'll
All
take
right,
it.
Then we'll
Line
take the. Then we'll take the.
Line 12 goes bye-bye. Okay.
Yes.
So then that needs to be corrected in Got Sport.
Okay.
Which means you got to get your registrar to do that.
All right, are the U17 coaches here? Or the 06 coaches here? Chargers,
Second.
Lakeland,
Yeah, North.
Florida Premier, Hernando, Plant City, West Florida Flames. Any of the 06 coaches here?
So you're just starting sixes, Les?
Yes. But I'm
Okay.
trying to see if the 06
Yep,
coaches
yep.
are on the line. I'm
Hold
not
off.
getting a
I'll keep my mouth shut until we find out.
I'm not getting a response. Guys, can you acknowledge what team you're with?
Les,
I'm
can you
away
hear me?
for
This is Richard.
2005 and 2006 U18.
Repeat that, please.
No, I'm away I'm Rodrigo for FC Tampa Ronaldo. I just waited for 2005 and 2006 U18.
You're echoing. I cannot hear
Yeah,
you
we're
clearly.
getting a double. I can't hear you. Can't make you out.
Rodrigo, can you speak again, please?
Paul, that's the guy.
No,
That's
no.
Ronaldo.
Yes.
Should there be a
Can you
Ronaldo
hear me?
team here?
Yeah, he's
No,
probably.
no. I just waited for 2005 and 2006 U18.
All right. Well, we'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay.
Are the 07 coaches here? Oh, I mean, yeah, the 06 boys, sorry.
I'm here,
Can
Les.
07
North Lakeland.
Lakeland is here. Anyone else? I need it's important. This is a group that I need the coaches here because there's some decisions we have to make. And I want the coaches' input in that. So,
Greg, does this have a Division 1 or are you at the top of the list?
well, there's only 7 teams in this age group, but the option is to combine these 7 teams with the U18 and do the second option. Can you scroll down and put them this way with playing with U18? But I need the coaches' input in this.
You know, guys, just to add some, typically under 17, for whatever reason, hardly anybody signs up for it. I don't understand it. It's been for 20 years. It's always been light. People either go to 18s at that point or whatever. So just so you know, it's not that unusual that the 17s and 18s play together. In fact,
Right, can you go all the way to 0506 to show both groups, please?
you're in, so it's in the or, right? Right?
Yeah, so-
Les? Okay.
Yeah, scroll up, yeah, right there.
That's it,
That's
okay.
good. So it's either 7 teams and they're all U06, one group, or we combine the U18s, which a bunch of the U18 teams are new teams. And we do it, combine 1 and 2 and do a D3.
Well, that looks pretty good.
I mean, these are high school.
The only thing I will
teams.
say for, if this is North Lakeland, if we do the 2 groups where it's 17s playing with 18, then I would need to move our team from that Division 1/2 down to Division 3.
Where is he?
Yeah, right there.
Well, he's on
27.
line 27, but
Oh, okay. North Lakeland.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I thought the first group is a pretty balanced group of, we're talking about 7 teams.
Right, but I know that that team is a brand new team compared to last year.
Okay, all right.
So if we stay U17 and it's one large group, then it's fine. We'll just play that group. If the majority decides to move everything into 2 different groups, then I would want that group moved down to Division 3.
Okay.
To the lower
Well,
division.
it seems like you're the only coach on the line, so I don't know. What would be your preference be, 2 groups or 1?
What
My
happens to the
preference would
U19?
be,
Well, no, we're not at the U19
yeah, that was
yet,
going to be my
guys.
next question is if we do this, how many teams are in the U19? What does that do to them?
Well, the U19 options are if we have U19 only, it's the two top group. And if we have U19 and 18, then we get. That's what it looks
So
like.
how many
But
would be just U19? If
the-
we
the
grab
top-
the
the
18
two
for this
top- the two-
combined group,
The top group right here would be U19, which would be 6,
so they would only have
7,
5 teams?
There'd be 12
Or, hold
teams
on.
in the U19 group.
Well, hang on,
Oh,
Les.
okay.
The Venice team actually has 1 or 2 players that should be classified as U19, not U18.
Which Venice team?
Where it was on there. Where
Is
did
it on the
go?
Greg, can you
U17
go
tab?
back? Greg,
No,
can
it's
you
on
go
the
back to
18th.
okay,
06,
It's on the
Greg?
18th tab.
Hey, let's just have them table the 19 discussion until you get this done.
Yeah, let's finish with.
Yeah,
now,
because
what-
if you
which
put me
Venice
into
team?
U18, I will have to drop a couple players.
No, which Venice team
So the
is
Venice
U19?
has to
No,
move.
we'll just put you in a 19.
Hold
That's
on.
all.
Hold on 1 second,
Yeah.
guys. This Venice team is 24 is U19, you said?
That is correct.
All right, Greg, we'll move that over to U19.
Well, are we done with the 17s?
No,
No,
we're
we
not
haven't even
yet.
started.
Let's go back and finish the 17s real quick.
Well,
huh?
let move the Venice team before we do that.
Okay, where's it at?
It's on
Line 24.
24 is gonna go over to 0405. And what division would you play, sir?
Division 1.
Okay, all right.
Well,
All right, so I got you moved. So let's
Right
go
there.
back to the 06.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, we've typically played 18, 19 together, but it does, you can separate them, put them together. Typically, they all played in one age group.
All right, so do we want?
I'm
You're gonna
okay
make a
with doing
decision.
2 groups with 17 and 18. Just move the United down to the other group.
what you know?
Oh, yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, move line
Move
26 on
26.
U17 down to the, yeah. Move line 26 down to Division 3 in the U18 group.
This line
And they'll play
26,
U18, that's fine.
Yeah, move
Yep.
North Lakeland down to the Division 3 group.
okay.
Mhm.
Well, this is where we ran into problems last year with everybody moving everybody everywhere.
Well, we should be
Well,
all right. We're
I
recording
was
this,
hoping
right?
all the coaches would be here for this group, but they're
That's all
not.
right.
So we're just gonna make the decision on this one.
So, and then that leaves you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the Division 1, 2. So everybody plays each other twice. That's 10 games.
Yeah, it's 10 matches,
And-
which is in that age
Yeah,
group, good.
10 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then for the scroll down for the Division 3,
The
1,
U18.
2, 3, 4,
Well, you're
5,
not,
6, 7,
kind of
8.
not done with that, right? It might be 18s and 19s.
We have 9 teams in the Division 3.
Yep.
Yeah, no. I
Okay,
need
so
the
then-
FC Tampa Ronaldo in U18 Division 1, 2.
He's gotta
Repeat that now.
do something with his microphone.
Yeah, Rodrigo, you are echoing something fierce, and so it is very hard to hear you.
But I think,
I was gonna tell him if you need to, just type it in the chat.
yeah, I think what he's saying though is that he's in 18s, but we don't see him anywhere.
Right.
So that's
As
a
I told
third Ronaldo team. We don't have.
As I told you before, there was no Ronaldo team registered.
Go ahead, Rodrigo.
So that's
Well,
that's the third Ronaldo senior team. We do not.
All right.
Bueno, 2008 no lo agarré, pero están hablando ya del U17, entonces me imagino que ya también
Hold on.
pasaron el...
Rodrigo,
Mario, can you please
Hello.
mute yourself?
Sí,
Mario.
Rodrigo, what team are you
entonces no
adding
sé
here?
cómo quedamos, pero bueno. Vamos a hablar, me pasó a mí, pues, estaba haciendo una mierda eléctrica aquí desde la mañana.
Rodrigo, go ahead.
Nos
What team are
permite
you
hacer
adding?
una desgracia y se me fue, no le
Can you
puse,
hear me?
no le puse,
Mario, can you mute yourself, please?
no le puse la
Where's he at? I'm
alarma,
trying
se
to
me
find
pasó.
him. Let me see if I can find him.
Pero bueno, nada más ahí.
Hello, can you hear me?
Puedes revisar a lo mejor.
Mario, can you put in the music?
Qué bueno que en el 2008 quedamos en la primera y la ganamos en
Mario.
la segunda.
y no sé en el 2007. Yo soy una vez que ya-
Greg, can you mute him, Greg?
Yeah, I just did. I had to find them.
All right, Rodrigo, go ahead.
Yeah, no, because I sent an email for Sherry if they have the U18 or no. And she said me, okay, checking the meeting. Right now I need the ad because I just make the payment
All
right
right.
now.
And
The
what
U18
division?
division 1, 2.
What division do you want to be in?
1, 2.
Huh?
For division 1, U18.
Division 1.
Yes, please.
Greg, add Rangers.
FC Tampa
Ronaldo,
Rangers
please.
Ronaldo.
What?
In Division 1.
U17?
In that
U18.
18.
0506 group.
0506, yeah.
17s are done, are they not? They're melded into.
No, we haven't
18.
done, we haven't
We haven't
finished it.
done yet.
We're not
So-
finished with 17, so please hold the
Okay.
18 talk.
Add
After we're
them
done.
below Fort Myers, Greg.
What?
Yeah,
Where's that
underneath
at?
there, put the,
So you really got
27.
17, 18, 19 to put together, right?
well, it's gonna be 17, 18, and then
This
19 will
group
be
is
by
17,
itself.
18 only.
Yes. So,
But you're
Rodrigo's
you
team.
are merging them.
Yeah,
Yes, we're
yes,
merging
I
the
would say we
17s
will
with
merge
the
it, that will be
18s.
fine.
Perfect, perfect.
Yeah, and so Rodrigo's team of Ronaldo FC Tampa will go on line 27.
Yes,
So line 27.
below Fort Myers, yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's
right
another
there.
one you got. That's Paul. That's another one you got to register.
Yeah, Eldon knows the problem. We don't
Okay.
have 3 of them.
I
we-
make the payment
and
right now.
By Wednesday, we might not, or we might, I don't know. So we know that the 3 of them may come out or may stay in.
Paul, I just make the payment right now. In this second. The 3 teams, sorry.
Well, there's some
All right.
confusion right now. We'll straighten that out tomorrow.
All right, so
Okay.
any other questions on this group?
Okay,
So
hold on.
Greg,
a
we're
minute.
gonna keep,
Yes,
we're gonna
hey
keep
Greg,
this group.
can you let Caleb back in? Caleb Crump, he's out.
If he has to be let back in, I can.
Yes, let him back in.
Greg, we're gonna keep this 0506, the bottom half.
Okay, hold on. Right there, those groups stay the same, right?
Yes, that's where we're gonna keep the top part will go.
Okay, the top part,
Yes.
we're combining those 7 teams.
Yes,
Okay, hold on. So basically what I can do is take this,
you can delete all of that.
yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say delete everything from line 2 to line 14. Because it's no longer valid.
you mean line 7 to line 9?
Line 2
No.
to line 14.
Yes,
That whole
because
top
that whole
half,
section is not doing that.
everything from or is gone
Where'd they go?
because they're combined with the group below.
They are?
It's gonna be a 0506.
Yeah, we
group,
moved
Greg.
17 into 17, 18.
Okay. The
So
last,
there's no longer a U17 team, it a group, it's U18, U17.
okay, I got Chargers, Florida Premier, Temple Terrace, and North Lakeland. Those top 3 teams, where did they go to?
They're down there in
Um,
that group. You're looking at it.
Yeah, look, the North Lakeland one is on line 38.
Okay.
What was the other ones?
Where's
The
Temple
Char-
Terrace? I don't see Temple Terrace
They're
Uh,
anywhere.
right there on 24 and
Line
25.
25,
Okay, so you already accommodated those in the other ones.
Yes, so delete all of that.
yes.
So all this top portion gets deleted.
Yes.
Got it.
Okay.
Don't anybody has to go back in there.
Well, I have the
I
backup.
hope nobody
spreadsheet.
has any issues that I decided to go ahead and split it and combine it.
And Greg.
I will
and
deny
one-
it, and I was not on the recording, Les. I was not on the recording.
Okay, one.
Yes, sir.
That was good to remove Florida Ox, right?
Yes, sir.
Greg, you can delete Florida Ox,
Where are they at?
41.
41 in red.
Got it.
Okay. All right, so if there's no question, the 0506 is closed. And Greg, we need to rename that spreadsheet 0506.
I have a quick,
Hold on.
hello, can you hear me? This is William, Florida Premier,
Yes,
2006. So according to the schedule, I just joined at 8 o'clock for the 2006 boys. I believe that's U17, is that correct?
yes.
Okay. Have you done the schedule yet in terms of placement for divisions for 2000?
You're looking at it.
All right. So I just want to make where is Florida Premier Collier team? It was called CP Elite.
It's right down there in Division 3.
Division 3. So they are playing what, U18?
There's a couple new U18 team in the group. We decided to combine the groups
So you got
because there wasn't
17
enough. There wasn't enough
17s and
teams in the U17 group.
Okay. So there was not enough teams. Okay, got
Right,
it.
and most under the U18 team in that group, 3 of the teams are brand new teams.
Yeah, my team is brand new too.
Yeah, so most of the group you're looking at in Division 3 are brand new teams.
Okay. All right. Can we are we going to get a copy of the spreadsheet or is this going to be posted online?
This will be posted online shortly.
Yes,
Okay, got it.
yes.
Okay,
Okay.
any other question?
Okay, you happy with the bottom there? 0506 senior boys, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Gotcha.
Hello, how you doing? This is Coach Reagan.
All right, Greg, we move to,
Hey, Coach John. Hey, Coach John, it's
Yeah.
Coach Goot. Just, hey, you're very, very muffled. Hey, give me a call. Just call my cell phone. I'll let you know what happened.
all right,
I
Greg.
took
so-
care of us. We're fine. Just call.
All right.
Real quick, you have, can we put 05? I don't have 06, 07s on my team, so we can put an 05 on it as we're playing 05 or no?
What is that?
Just call me. Coach John, just
Okay,
call
I'll
me.
call you. Okay, I'll call
Call
you.
myself.
Who had a question? All right. U19, 2004. Okay. Since we already combined the 18s with the 17s, the 2 groups for this age group is D1, D2. Stay on top, Greg. Only the top group we're dealing with.
Okay,
So that's the group setup. We have a D1 group and a D2 group combined with a couple D3. Are the coaches on the call?
I'm gonna step away for a second. I'll be right back, Les.
Okay,
Hey, Les, this is Wade Winchester.
yes.
You're asking for the U18 guys to come on here and make a decision, but their meeting isn't scheduled until 8:30.
Right.
Really?
So you need to wait until 8:30 before you decide about any of the U18s that may want to, there may be some that want to play U19. I mean, I don't know, but you're asking
Okay.
them, you're making a decision and none of them are here because the meeting's not scheduled.
Okay,
That was the
All right.
problem you had with the U17 boys not being around. You were doing it before the meeting was actually scheduled, so.
okay. Appreciate that.
But I do appreciate you wanting to push this through and get it done.
No, well, it's just that, you know, I guess we allowed too much time for some of the groups, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, I get it, but you just,
But you're still, Les, you're good right now. You're in the 17 time period, 8 to 8:30. So you're right.
well,
in the
yeah,
middle.
but Paul, the problem is you put some
Oh,
of the
I understand.
U18s.
If you're
but
gonna
they're
try
not
and do
even-
if you're gonna
Right.
try and do anything with 18s, you gotta wait till 8:30. I agree.
Right, but you've already made a decision of how the 18s are gonna be pushed in with the 17s.
Yes, well, the 18s can jump to the 19s if they wish when we get to them.
Okay, all right.
That'll change things for sure.
Exactly.
You know, I have it set up both ways, so.
Yeah.
You know, but, 17 and 18 is no different than 18 and 19. They're all high school players.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, this is the whole problem when we went to birth year,
Yeah,
15 years ago.
they're
That's
all
what-
high school players and, so it doesn't matter whether you're 17, 16, you're playing high school.
Right. No, I get it.
And the reason why I'm more likely to combine the 06 and the 05 is because a bunch of the whole 5 teams are brand new teams. I can tell you, I have one team in there. I don't have one player in that team that I know what they can do because they're all brand new.
Yeah, well, I'm just, our coach is actually out of the country right now. And I'm trying to figure out whether he would rather play U19s or say, well, that 17, 18 group.
Which team are you?
St. Pete Raiders.
St.
Back on
Pete
the,
Raiders.
yeah, back on the, it's a 0506. He's an old,
Yeah, the 05 boys.
he's an 05, yeah, he coaches, yeah, it's an 05 team, yeah. My name's on it, but it's actually Craig Heseltine is actually.
And
the coach.
actually in that group, there are 5 U18 teams in that group.
Was that all there was?
And there's 2 U17 teams in that group.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying to reach him right now to see if he has a preference.
So if there's one team if there's one group that should be dominant, it's the U18 group bracket. But then there are teams who could pull out of there and go up to U19 if they want to.
Well, that's what I'm checking with him for to see what he wants to do. He doesn't get back till Wednesday though, so.
Hey, Wade, you only have one one Raiders team there and it's yours?
Well, it's got my name on it, but it's actually, I'm not the coach. I'm just.
Well, what I meant is it's not Tampa, it's St. Pete.
It's Tampa Raiders. Yeah. Yeah, it's the SPR Tampa 05 boys. You see it on the.
Okay, so I got it. Okay, so there's the
Yeah, no,
Tampa team.
Yeah, that's the right team. Yeah, you got the correct
Okay.
team there. Yeah.
All right.
I guess we're waiting till 8:30, Greg.
Oh, is that that's what we're,
Because
okay.
as Wade informed me, the U18, the U17, 18 was not scheduled until 8:30.
18 starting, well, which I do 2 in each.
Sorry to gum things up, but yeah, I just.
Is it a good price? Or no, can you get it cheaper at the store? Is this working? I saw it at the store.
Yeah, U17 is at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And 18, 19 is at 8:30.
You just may not have any of the coaches here. That's all. Yeah.
Well, we should have the U17 coaches here. It's 8:10.
Right. But you won't have any of the U19s here.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to hold right now. Pounds or ounces. Hey, Les?
Yeah.
Since the 18s came in, I mean, the 17s came in a little late. 17s, we just went through some housekeeping at the beginning, but you weren't on. Les, would you mind me taking a minute and going through
No,
this
go
stuff
ahead,
again?
Bob.
All right,
Go real
17s. Any scheduling changes this year within 2 weeks of the match cost $25 for the team that's requesting the change. We had 500 changes last year. We can't absorb that anymore. So it's $25 if you want to change it within the 2 weeks. No schedule without a payment. So we're not going to schedule you unless we get a payment, since that's really the indication that you're serious about joining the league. And we aren't in a scheduling thing and you all of a sudden, not you, but somebody pulls out. That's protection for all of us as far as wasting our time. So if you don't see yourself scheduled, it may be because your club hasn't made a payment, which they need to. To the extent that anybody there can affect their field scheduler, please get the field scheduler to put all USA games, girls, yours, no matter what the age groups and the boys, no matter age groups and the girls, any USA games, we want them scheduled consecutively, meaning one after another on the fields. It will really make it easier for us to attract referees to your site. You know that we've slightly changed the payment for this year for the seniors. The referees are $180 a match, $80 for the center, $50 for the 2 ARs. And lastly, of course, as always, you got to lay off the referees, because some of them now are looking at teams and or clubs that they will not go to the games because we're 200 referees short right now. So they know they can pick and choose. And if they can pick and choose, they don't want to get their Kunutis busted by somebody who probably doesn't know what they're talking about or is angry. Whatever it is, if you don't lay off the referees, you're not going to have referees for the matches. So if we've got a problem in any club or any team, they're not going to get refs. That's what's going to happen. So, it's tough playing without them. Can be done, but you're going to have to get the parents to call a match as far as all of the ins and outs and all of the fouls, which could go 5 or 6 hours by the time you really get done. So obviously, without the referees, we can't conduct a match. Thank you. Are we still waiting, Les, for 8:30?
Are you 17 coaches on the call?
Yeah, we are.
Identify yourself, please.
Don Jones, Temple Terrace.
Hi, Don.
Yeah, what's up?
How you doing?
Good. I hear you merging me with the 18. Is that right?
Are you good with that, Don?
Yeah, I guess so.
Come on, Don. Your team is ready. Who are you kidding? Don's a sandbagger, man.
Hey, Greg.
They're always ready.
Greg.
Yeah.
Greg, can you show that 0506 group again?
No, I just prepare what I get. Last season we kind of struggled a little bit because we ended up had to borrow players from within the club.
Yeah.
Luckily we could do stuff like that, but yeah, we struggled like that last year.
There's the groups right there. You 17, 18 coaches.
So you've got great. You got both the 05 and the 06 Temple Terrace teams in D1.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Hey,
I see.
Don Jones, it's Wade Winchester. I haven't talked to you forever, man.
Yeah. I just do my thing. I don't yell at the people anymore. Maybe I should yell at some referees, and then you get to see my name.
It's too late to start now, Don.
All right. No, I guess I can't learn any new tricks. All right.
You need to be teaching new tricks, not learning them.
Oh, all right.
At your point. How's your son doing?
Oh, pretty good.
Good.
I think we get to see him this week. I think he's coming down for this Arsenal game.
Very good. Where's he living?
New York.
City or New York State?
The state. He's in some place called Ossining.
Awesome. Yeah, I know it.
Yeah.
It's rather cold there, if I'm correct.
Yeah. He said he wasn't coming back after he went to Oregon. He said, he wasn't coming back to the flat Florida,
Yeah, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. He stayed at Melbourne, didn't he? Finish up down there?
Oh, no, you're talking the first one.
Don is
here in town. He's in Lutz. My second one is in New York.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah,
I was thinking about Don. Don played with our kids. I mean, we were all the same.
Yeah. My second one went to FGCU.
Okay. Yeah, Don went to Melbourne, didn't he?
To Melbourne.
Florida Tech?
Yeah, Florida Tech. Yeah, he did.
Okay. So he's in Lutz. Can we get him back coaching?
I think he's about to start because he has a 5-year-old.
Very good. Well, Lutz is right close to your buddy there, our
Connell,
our friend here in Schimberg, our coach.
Oh, okay. Because
Steve Brown.
Yeah.
One of your acolytes.
Oh yeah. I had to whip Steve into shape. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, great guy. The guy that's running this too knows Steve real well.
Steve is my buddy.
Steve real well.
Steve is my buddy.
Yeah.
Well, Don is, Don is kind of Steve's mentor.
Oh,
If you
yeah?
can say that.
Yep.
And there was who was the other older guy? He was a track coach in Jamaica. Who was your doctor or somebody, right?
Oh, you're not talking Johnson, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dennis.
Yes. He was over here for a bit. He knows more than the kids know. I mean, it's the kids have a hard time figuring out what he's trying to tell them because he sees the game so differently.
Yeah. Remember he played for Jamaica in 6-6.
Did he really for the national team?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Well, he was also a big track guy, was he not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Wasn't he like a national team coach or?
Yeah, he's an athlete. Yeah, he's an athlete. Yeah.
I should probably call and find out tonight.
Well, that's amazing. It's great to hear you back.
Are any 18, 19 coaches online as yet?
Okay.
Yes.
What group are you with?
Coach Sam. I'm with Chargers, Clearwater Chargers, looking to do Division 1.
Okay, you see the group in front of you?
Yeah, I don't see my team on there. I see Josh Rosenbaum's team. He's one age group below me. I got an 18-19 group.
Are you 18 or you're 19?
We have a combined 18-19 group.
All right, so you must be in the other group then.
Hold on. How's that?
There you are right there. 05, 0405 Elite, that's you?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
So
We'll get
yeah,
back
you
to
can
that.
change Leslie's name to my name.
Okay. All right, Greg, we have about 10 more minutes to wait.
If I can make a comment, whoever just asked to change that, when we change it on the spreadsheet, that does not change it in GOT Sport.
Right.
So someone from your club, the registrar, must update GOT Sport.
Greg, you can go back to the 0405, 0506, 0506, sorry.
Right. We got to mute whoever that is that came in.
Whoever is playing that music.
Catchy tune though.
Greg, put it back on 0506, please.
Okay. 0506?
Yep, we're giving them 10 more minutes and then we'll move on. I mean, by now, all you 17 coaches should be here, but I still don't. Only 2 is on the call, or 3.
Right. 10, like 10 look, 8. 8, 10. No, 8 to 8, 1, 0. 8 in the morning. 8 o'clock. 2 right in the answer is. So do you want me to wait till before you go to work, or do you want what time do I wake up at? 7 something. 7:30. I'm gonna go get please. Ow! Okay. Can we put sun charger?
Shane from Minnesota, could you please mute your phone? Bottom left corner.
You have to taste these.
Hello?
It's another one of those no calorie snacks. I mean, no sugar. Taste how good those are.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I did not see Minnesota listed on the 05 list of teams.
We did, I didn't have a Minnesota at all.
Esther said that she registered our 2005, 2016.
Is it one team or two teams?
It's one team.
Sherry, can you check for Minnesota 05, 016, please?
Checking right now. I have no registrations from Minnesota.
Are you certain? Because I spoke to Esther and she said that she had registered our team.
I'm looking at it, but that, you know, she can get it in, not a problem, but let me
Any
check
chance,
one more.
any chance she registered it in another age group?
Actually, let me check. That's what I'm gonna do. Let me open my filter up. Hold on.
Okay.
No. Unfortunately, I don't have any registrations from Minnesota
I
at
have
all.
I've not seen any Minnesota team at all.
No, no age groups.
I'll follow up with her.
Mhm.
So Minnesota, are you a D1 or D2 team?
Pretty sure we're gonna end up being D1 this year.
You're gonna be D1 when?
This year. We were top of the table last year, so it doesn't make sense to do it again.
Hey, Kai, how you been?
Just got back I was back home in Finland for a couple of weeks. Just got back 3 days ago.
I bet you love the heat here, huh?
Yeah. Just I hadn't been back home for 5 years, so I had to go and see my sisters. Got 3 sisters, but back home. So
Cool. Good to have you back.
yeah, well, looking forward to another season.
You just have one team left there?
One Spartans, one of the old age groups. Then there's 4 or 5 in the
Okay.
juniors.
Gotcha. Okay, good. Cool.
I think the one is the U19 age group, and last year I think finished 2nd or 3rd in the 2nd division. So if needed, we'll be happy to play in the 1st.
Outstanding. Good.
Hey, Greg,
Yeah,
I just want to see if you could hear me.
yep,
This is Brian Dozark. How you doing?
not bad. How you been, Brian?
Good.
Back for another year, huh?
Another year. Still got some hair to lose yet. All right. Are U18, U19 coaches on the line? Please acknowledge yourselves.
Yes.
U19 Charlotte Premier.
Repeat that.
Yes, Bart.
Anyone else?
U19
Barto is
Spartans,
online.
Okay.
Sarasota Spartans.
U18 Barto Sting.
Okay.
Venice U19.
Okay. Brian Dozark, 05, Temple Terrace Platinum Premier. Okay.
Chargers, Clearwater 0405.
My Mama Warriors Elite.
Okay. Are you representing Mama MVP also?
I'll speak for them. They want to stay in Premier, or they want to jump to Premier.
Okay.
At FC Tampa Rangers.
Newcastle?
Yeah.
This is Chris from Minnesota again. I have a United Soccer Association registration cart receipt that Esther just sent me.
Okay.
The team name is Minnesota Lions 1, current age U17, event age U18. And she's handwritten Premier on here.
And you're a Premier?
Yeah. Trying to
Okay.
see.
All right.
So for some reason, it's not in the system, so you might want to just let her, reach out and we can figure it out between the two of us.
All right.
Okay.
Greg.
I'll
All right.
I'll figure out how to forward this to you, Sherry.
It's 8:30, so we can start. Paul? Is he here? Paul? Did he leave us? Greg, put the 0506 back on the screen, please.
0506?
Yes.
All right.
So for the U18 coaches who just came on, the 05 coaches, we were looking to combine 05 and 06. And if we do that, the brackets look the way you see it on the screen right there. Are you in favor of doing that? 05 coaches. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And okay. Barto, are you good with that? Coaches, look on the screen. Tell me if you're good with the way where your team is in the groupings that we have on the screen, please. I've only heard from one team so far.
Yeah, Les, I'm fine with that. Brian Dozark. I've got the Division I group there is and two. You're doing combining the twos, obviously, because of the numbers.
Yes,
So which is
because
fine.
Yeah, there's not enough teams. And
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Sherry, are we adding Minnesota to that group? Greg,
I
Where,
mean, yeah, I mean,
add
we did-
Minnesota to the first group, please.
to the first group?
Yes, please.
All right.
yeah, I'll work out the issue with Scott Sport with Esther. We'll get it figured out. I seem to recall last year we had the same problem.
So she's having trouble with the changeover to the new system.
And it's Minnesota is 05, right?
Yeah, we're an 06 combined team, but we'll play 05.
Any other U18 coaches on the line?
Bartow is good where they're at.
Okay. Or if you'd like to move up to U19, you can do that also. You can place in that group or play U19. So that's your choice.
Raiders are good there,
I think
Les.
we're gonna stay with the U18.
Okay, anyone else?
Raiders are good, Les.
Yeah. Wade, what did you
Yeah,
say?
we're
Wade?
good. Yeah,
You're-
we're good.
You're
Les.
good?
Yeah.
Anyone else? All right, Greg, that's it. That group is final.
Okay.
It's Paul on the line. So now, Greg, we'll go to the 04. This will be strictly 04 only at this point. So the 05s are with the 06s. Okay? So we're just dealing with the two top group, the D1, D2, U19.
All right.
We should have 6 teams in the first group, which we do, and 7 teams in the second group. Are the U19 coaches on the phone, on the line?
Charlotte, U19, we're good with it.
You're good?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else?
Newcastle, that's good. Newcastle.
Yeah.
And you're good?
Les, as soon as you're done, keep them on the line because I got the 5.
Yeah, I was trying to get you
housekeeping
earlier,
questions.
yes.
Yeah.
Actually, Paul, you can start while they're looking, okay?
Okay, good. Fellas, we got 4 or 5 housekeeping things just to go through here. 1, any schedule changes within 2 weeks of your play will cost $25 to reschedule. That will be the team that is asking for the reschedule. It will cost them $25. We had 500 reschedules last year. We can't do it, can't afford it. So we're going to have to fund it somehow to do that. So if you're going to be within 2 weeks, it's going to be $25 to reschedule, which is, a lot cheaper than any other league. Number 2, if you don't see yourself scheduled on this, we're not scheduling any teams that haven't paid, that haven't put their money in, because again, to protect you guys, we've had so many teams pull out and the schedule's made, they hadn't paid yet and they decided to pull out. We're just up in the ante a little bit saying we're not going to schedule anybody who hasn't sent their money in, who hasn't put their foot in the puddle. All right. 3, if you can affect the scheduler for your fields in any way, shape, or form, please, any of the USA matches, that is girls, boys, any of the senior age groups, please try and get your schedule to schedule them consecutively, meaning one after another, depending on how many you have on a weekend. The reason is it makes it much better and much easier for us to attract referees when we have multiple games for them to do. If we spread them out 6 hours, it really is much tougher to get them to the fields. So that any way you can, please, if you will ask your schedule to put the USA games consecutively on any Saturday or Sunday, whatever it is, that would be appreciated. And it'll really help us attract referees down to your place. The referee this year for the seniors will be $180 a game, $80 for the center, 50 each for the ARs. We're just staying with everybody else. In fact, we're probably a little bit behind, but we need to, everybody's starting to, we're 200 plus referees short for the amount of games played in this area. We want to make sure that we have referees so that we're doing everything, the scheduling, the cost, we're doing everything possible to attract and keep referees so we can conduct the games without having the parents make the calls. Lastly, please, as we ask every year, lay off the referees. We had some referees last year who decided that they were not going to attend games in certain areas, certain teams, certain coaches, certain clubs, because they got too much horseshit from everybody down there and it wasn't controlled. It wasn't in a controlled environment. We didn't have, in many cases, did not have field marshals to protect them, so that to the extent that you can be and have everybody in your club not jumping on a referee it'll raise the probability that you will have a referee. There aren't enough, and eventually it's going to come down to where they feel like reffing. They're starting to feel now that they have all these choices, which they do. So we want, when that's happening, we want, our games to be covered and to have choices. Lastly, if we find we have problems with a team or a coach or club, it will be easier for us to drop you guys out of the league than to continually bring you up and tell you not to do anything. We've got to have referees. We got to stop abusing them if at all possible. And if people continue to do it and on a steady basis, we'll just drop them. We can't afford to have them in the league anymore. We used to be able to put up with it. We can't now because we will not have referees for those matches. Thank you.
Hey, Paul.
Yes.
Can you, I got the ref fees for the seniors. What'd you say they were for the juniors?
I didn't. I'm not sure. I'll tell
okay.
you. My guess is I think we dropped down $10. We just raised the center $10, and I think we raised the ARs $10 on all of them. But we have different. The 13s and 14s will be a different price. The 11s and 12s will be a different price.
It's posted on the USA website.
Yeah, it
under
should be on the
referees.
website at some point.
All right. Yeah, I just didn't know if it was updated. That's fine. Thank you, Sherry.
Yeah,
Well,
that
we
is
put on
correct.
it, but I guess we're on. Okay.
Hey, Paul, Charlie, Premier, fast question. One, what's the consequence when we show up the fields and there's no referee schedule? I had 3 games last year, no referee schedule at all. I traveled there.
Other than a forfeit. Well, even that, I don't even know if that's it. I mean, that's a failure, Charlie. That's a failure on our part, right?
Yeah. I mean, I know we had 3 games. I mean,
yeah, we can't sue ourselves. I mean, that's all the things we're doing. Although that would be an interesting thing. We probably can, given what's going on in the law.
Hey, Charlie, were those regularly scheduled games, or were they?
Yes, sir.
They weren't rescheduled or pushed off.
No.
Okay.
One of the games was scheduled twice for no referees. One, I got 12 o'clock at night. We got an email 12 o'clock at night for one, and then we showed up the next time for the same field, and there was no referees. Their DOC referee.
Were these your home games?
No, my home games, I never had a problem.
All right. Could you do me a favor and email me with the
no problem, no problem.
With the
and the other
games and the game number so I can have an idea on which assigner I got to get to?
Yes, sir, no problem. Thank you.
And Charlie, to tell you, that's exactly why we're trying to do some of the things we're doing. One of the problems last year, not problem, if a ref did not feel comfortable going to fields, or it was an orphan game 70 miles away from anything, they just didn't show up, which that last year was the first year we really experienced much of that. So we're trying to figure out how to avoid it. The orphan games, the only thing we're going to be able to do next year maybe is force the guys that are further out and only have a few teams to play the games at other people's fields, if we can't get refs to your fields. So, but that's why you know, we're trying to get them to any games that people have, they're consecutive. Now, I'm assuming the fields that you went to, it was one game, one USA game that day.
One of the fields is that way. The other one was not. We had a game right after it. I mean, they were not scheduled at all. There wasn't a ref scheduled at all. AR, center, nothing. So, the other question, when is this, do we know when the schedule is estimated going to come out?
I'd say at the worst, we're going to start on 20th. So I'd say a week and a half before, as early as we can get them out.
Okay.
You know, Charlie. Are you
Yeah, I
going,
appreciate it. We have
are you
kids that
going
work.
to the AGM?
Yeah, I'll be there. Yep.
Okay, good. All right, we'll see you there.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey, Paul, feeding off of that, actually, if the first scheduled game is going to be on August 20th and we get the schedule a week and a half out, I mean, should we contact somebody if I have a coach that has an immediate conflict? I know for a fact on that weekend because he's in the FSPL league, coaching two teams.
So there's no possibility of him playing a game on the 20th.
No, I mean, he can't be in Auburndale and Dennis at the
Of
same
course,
time.
my question would be, would he cancel the FCL or FSPL game?
He can't cancel that game because that's a guaranteed it's one of those 3 weekends that they're required to be there throughout the entire season.
Do you have an assistant coach or a DOC?
We can, but it'd be the first game of the season with a new coach. I don't think that's the best option for them.
Well, if it's a DOC, the DOC should know the team. I don't see that as a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, see if you can get somebody to that match, because at the first one, you know, we're not going to be able to accommodate that, right?
Okay. I mean, listen, I got
it. I
don't think it's the
I
best way.
appreciate you thinking ahead.
We're gonna run into the same problem too at Minnesota. We have the same exact setup.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
I can't, you know, that's the one problem with you know, we have probably 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 different leagues playing simultaneously. So some choices we're going to have to make as, you know, as clubs. Better you know, don't play in a league where you can't get to the games, I would think, you know.
No, I don't disagree with you. It's
difficult.
not easy to find coaches.
Yeah, and it's not of your doing either. You know, I get it.
I guess for the teams that are in that predicament, I mean, we can pay the $25 fee if that's the case, you know, but I just know I'm going to have to.
Yeah, well, the faster you can reschedule it, the better off you'll be. If you incur $25 in the first couple of weeks, that's not deadly, but that's better than the $250.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying if you're only going to do it a week and a half ahead of time, I'm automatically.
Yeah, I don't see it. Maybe 2 weeks. We really have some specifically family issues inside of the clerical thing that are really horrific, and I see that it's going to take us a little bit to do. Although tonight is so clean, we might be able to have it out in a week or two.
Okay.
I just don't know.
No, I appreciate it.
I'll speak to that. It is me that has the issue, and I will do my best to keep things running along.
No, I appreciate it, Sherry. Listen, I'm sorry to hear that, and
Yeah.
I just want to be proactive. That's all.
Yeah, I appreciate it too. I mean, I know, like my county, I need 2 weeks to reserve fields. So, you know what I'm saying? So, with this age group, the kids working, you know,
Of course, if we were able to bump out the first 2 games, if we had to, as early as possible, that might work. Even though by the time Sherry really sets a schedule, they're all there at the same time. The schedule, you know.
It shouldn't really take me all that long. It's more about letting this settle in, making sure people don't chop and change it one more time, and then I can just, you know, put it together. So I'll do my best.
Yeah, I think you're going to have quite a few teams that are going to have that first weekend are going to have conflicts. So Unfortunately, and short notice, it's gonna be tough. Yeah.
That's just, I mean, we're, by the time we get that out, I mean, what's today, the 17th? We're gonna start in 1 month. That means everybody's gotta make, first the changes go out. Every scheduler has to schedule every one of our games. And then we've got to, you got to change around what you can. So it's almost impossible that you're going to see them, in a week. This it never happens. So
No,
if you gotta
and then they get changed anyway, because
Right.
people.
So if you got to
different things.
reschedule within the 2 weeks, just pay the $25 and we'll reschedule.
Yeah, but I think if at least you know you have a game that weekend and you know who you're playing, you can work on getting it changed if you have a conflict.
Mhm.
Well, if we're gonna
Even if
start
you
on the
don't-
20th, you'll have a game, just like I said. I mean, that's what the
Well,
deal is.
yeah, and I know we'll have a conflict. We had a couple of teams three teams that are gonna have a conflict on the 20th. Because they're all
Yeah.
playing FSPL. And, I don't mind rescheduling games, but yeah, obviously, and to avoid the fine, the earlier, and I appreciate, Sherry, what you're going through, but, yeah. So,
Hey,
Anyway.
Greg,
Yeah,
you can delete from or all the way down. From 21 down, delete 21.
Yeah, I just have one quick question because there are the FSPL teams and they are
Line 21.
USU soccer.
hold
There's
on.
only, sorry,
Hold on 1 second. Les, delete what?
From
21
line 21 down,
to what?
or everything below from or down.
You just said 21.
Yeah, line 21,
Okay, I got line 21 here.
all the way down, delete that.
Every single one,
Yes,
all of those.
yeah, they're all meaningless now.
They're all where?
They're meaningless. Only the 2 brackets up top mean anything.
Oh, what happened to all these teams?
They're in the other group.
That was
Oh,
just
there-
another option, Greg. He's not using
I
it.
get it. Okay, thank you. There you go. All
All
done.
right, save your spreadsheet, Greg.
Yeah, please.
I'm saving it right now.
All right. Coaches, any other questions?
yeah, I have just one quick question. So and again, it's that FSPL question. They're both USA and FSPL, both US youth soccer. And FSPL specifically restricts their combined play dates to, was it 5 weekends out of the entire year? So is it possible that we could just black those out so teams don't run into the conflicts?
Yeah, we could look at that, although we don't have many Saturdays as it is.
I think there's three dates that FSPL have locked in. And then they have you can play a couple of the weekends self-schedule. But I think there's 3 weekends, and August 2021 is one of them. And I
That's
think there's one
correct.
But
yeah, I
again,
think
you can reschedule in our league, get the other guy to agree to it, and you can reschedule and push the game back.
Correct.
When you might want some
Yeah.
games after high school.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. We're just trying to,
That's why we're trying to keep the amount of games down to a reasonable, like 10.
Right.
Because we found when we had 14, we were forced, we were just browbeating people to finish the matches by March 31st. Didn't make any sense, We're
yeah, no, I appreciate the
No, I
fact
get
you're
that.
only, you're only putting
it's
16.
gotten stupid. So we understand the climate we're in, and we'll try and, we're you hear us. We're the only guys that you guys are the league, not us.
Right,
Everybody else, you're dealing with an owner or a top-down league, not us. So I mean, we're trying to figure out how to make it work better.
Well, what we're trying to say is if you just don't play on August 20th, September 17th, and October 1st, you're going to eliminate like a third of your reschedules. Because
Correct, but that's only
save the
that's
guys.
only for 6 teams, 4 teams. What about everybody else?
Well, I can't eliminate everyone's reschedules, but I can
Well,
eliminate
no,
a
that's what I'm
third
saying.
if
So
we
the
account for those
FPS,
days.
how many FPSL problems are we going to have out of 120 teams? 6, 5. So we're
Yeah,
letting the
maybe.
tail, if we do that, we're kind of letting the tail wag the dog for 5 matches that we've got to reschedule, which is 10 teams. We're canceling 3 weekends of play for everybody else. You see what I'm saying? In other words, it's gotta, it's a matter of you know, how many teams is FPSL affecting? Not many for us, but a few. So we have a reschedule. That's what we do. But it's very to cancel, you know, everybody's schedule for that weekend is nonsensical for us. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I'm certainly not necessarily advocating that. Paul.
No. It's a good. I mean,
yeah.
it's a good option. I mean, it's something to put out on the table.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that's
obviously,
that's
yeah,
why
obviously-
we wouldn't do that. In fact, we're trying to get with FPSL and have them cancel those 3 dates. See?
Yeah, just, you know, obviously the sooner we can get a hold of everything, the quicker we can get everything straight.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, that is always our goal.
Yep.
In a month, sometimes it's easy and sometimes it's hard because we send out a schedule. See, FPSL tells you guys what to do. We don't. We send out a schedule, you take a look at it and you try and work with that schedule as far as your times and trying to get other teams to move games around. FPSL doesn't do that. And frankly, they're, you know, I mean, the play is not that good that it should. But, you know, given the 17 other leagues there are, but that's okay. I mean, we work around, we have a method to work around them. They don't have a method to work around us, you know, which is okay, which is cool. Long after they're gone, you guys will still be here.
Good point.
Your progenitors, the people who come after you, or anti-genitors, whatever they are. All right. Anything else? Les, I'm gonna mute myself here.
I have something. I just got an email from Minnesota, and we've already talked about the U18 team, but she also registered a 15 boys and girls, but I see what she did incorrectly. But do you have them in the 15 boys and girls groups? Were they on the call?
No, we don't have a 15 girls. No.
Yeah.
What are they requesting? What division?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to email her back because it doesn't say.
Felipe
I don't
saying
have- I don't have them in the
O's-
boys either.
Let me see if I can find it. I had to do something wonky to find her, and she put them in the wrong roster source event, so we can't see it. But let me see if I can do the same thing in that age group. Hold on.
All right, we can add them. Yeah.
Yeah, somehow we can shoehorn them in though.
Sure.
All right, let's
Keep
see.
them
Alan can do it.
Yes, sir.
The 07, the 07
Customer
08
service, Alan.
is going to be run by
Okay,
Felipe.
it looks like for the girls, she's asking for Division 3, and for
Girls,
the
well, she's D2. Got it.
and then for the boys,
Good.
she requested. Where is it? Hold on. E3.
We got a pretty good chunk of boys. It should be easy to throw them in
D3.
somewhere.
D3,
Yeah. And then obviously I'm gonna have to have her fix this.
We got some room. You got 2 3s, right, guys?
Do you have, oh goodness, do you have Charlotte Premier in the boys?
That's Charlie. I would have.
Charlie, I thought I saw him somewhere.
Yeah, we had 2 teams.
Yeah, 2 teams, but I see they're in the wrong,
No, you have
they're
one
not
in one
registered.
division. You have one in Division 3 and one in Division 1.
Yeah, just make sure they're there because I'm seeing these are
Yeah.
like hers.
I got him.
Okay,
Les, where do you want to add Minnesota to?
I don't know why hers didn't come through, but anyway.
I'd add them to the Charlotte down there at the bottom.
Right here?
Well, I don't know. You got Nature's Coast and all that. That's a heck of a drive.
And Nature's Coast just doesn't fit.
Woo!
One of these days.
That's a
we're gonna have
4-hour trip.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take a look at that whole thing.
Well, hey,
They
their
got one
division,
team. They got one
first
team.
of all, they're Division 3, so we can move up Nature Coast to the top one and then put Minnesota in Nature Coast place.
Yeah, but I mean, no matter what, it's still the point is that it is so far, and it's
Oh
an
my God.
orphan. it's
Well,
an
they're not
orphan-
far, they're not far from Hernando. They're not far from.
No,
but they're far from they're far from the airport.
Oh, well,
But look, at some point, we got to start
yeah.
being
well,
realistic about the travel to some of these guys like Nature's Coast, great guys, but maybe they need to look into Gainesville or make all their games away because it's you know. Well, Gainesville would work probably
Yes.
closer.
Yes.
So they dump a team in our league, which I appreciate, but at some point we've got to be reasonable for the rest of the members, you know, instead
But I
of
would
just
move them.
shrugging our shoulders and saying, you know, sorry.
Yeah, I'd move them.
Move which one?
Nature's Coast up and then put,
Minnesota in for Nature Coast?
yeah.
Less?
What sense is it moving them up? I just gonna ask.
No,
Well-
move them to the other D3. There's two D3s.
Oh, into the other D3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
thought,
you at least get a couple-
I thought you were gonna move to Premier, and I was thinking,
No.
what are we gonna punish them?
No. They'll at least,
Yes.
no. They'll
Yes.
at least get a couple games close to them.
Yeah. That would make sense.
You okay with that, Les? Where'd you go? Les is gone.
He's not gonna fight that. He's
Oh, I'm here. Sorry.
okay.
Okay. All right, you're okay with that, Les?
Listen, as you notice, I identified Nature's Coast red because I wasn't sure what to do with them.
Okay.
That was why they're marked red.
Okay, so I'm gonna move them up. I'm gonna move them in the other Division 3 and we'll put Minnesota in their place.
Okay,
Sound good to you?
fine. I will live with it.
Okay. I'm glad. Okay, Nature Coast is in. They're out of
Hey
there.
guys, I have to go. I just want to confirm Chargers 04 Elite is doing Division 1.
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
thank you.
Why is this coming out red?
Huh? It's
Uh,
gonna come out red because the cell is red.
oh, you got the cell red. Yeah,
Yeah,
dang it, right? Okay.
that was because of Nature's Coast. That was the one I didn't know what to do with them, so I left them red.
All
But I
right.
know they're far away no matter what you do.
Oh, they're 75 miles from the airport. It's really. And there's nothing up there. I mean, like Cape Coral's got, 5, 6 teams. Cape Coral's a big group. They're pretty far down, but there's other teams down that way. There's nobody. Just Hernando's got a few teams, maybe a lot more. But boy, I'll tell you, that's a tough run for most people.
So, just to request, Greg, once you finalize this spreadsheet, you'll send it to me.
Yeah.
If you don't, Les and Alan, if you could just confirm like number of games. And then
Gotcha.
the playoff thing, I'm not that worried about because we don't have to put that in right
Yeah, we're
now.
gonna
But
do that later.
yeah, but just confirm, like, we'll post this for a few days, make sure there's no changes.
Right.
And then I'll start, putting it together. But
I'll
just
send it
feel
to you
free
later.
to-
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, that'd be great. Like I
I'll
took
get it done
notes.
quick.
I took notes, but I just want to make sure before I spend a lot of time and then just have to redo
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Sherry, I will send you my copy of the spreadsheet, the final copy, and you can always compare it to Greg's.
Yes.
Are we Are we ready to close up?
Yes,
Yes.
we're
Okay,
fine. Thank you,
Greg,
coaches.
Greg,
Yeah.
Can I ask Sherry,
Greg and
Sherry a
Sherry.
quick question?
yeah.
Sherry, can I ask you a quick question before we leave? You
Yes.
sent me an email
Mhm.
that the team is connected to the wrong roster source event.
Yeah, I'm
How would
talking to
I-
Esther. I think I'm gonna delete the applications and have her re-enter them and hopefully it's gonna work. We're gonna try it. So don't worry, we'll get it straight.
Oh,
Was-
okay. So it's,
Was there any
just
money
show up in
paid?
my registration?
Yeah, but it's okay. I had this happen with a couple other teams and it doesn't delete the money. It just deletes
Okay.
the
All right.
application and then you just put it back in. So it should work, but we'll find out. If not, I have a call with Got Sport later this week because there's like some people that have issues and I'm just gonna ask them everything on one phone call.
Okay, and I'm Esther's
note,
backup, so
Craig.
what's the right way?
And Sherry,
Yes, I'm here.
the 3 Ronaldo teams, I've gotten a hold of, I had a long discussion with Elda during this. So they're in Got Soccer, registered to USA, Got Soccer. But I said, I don't think they filled out an application and sent it to us with the money. And that's what I think we need to look for. No. In other words, they did register in FYSA under USA. I don't think they sent us a separate application for all 3 teams and sent a check or credit card with it. Now they may have done that subsequently, but that's what we got to look for before we do anything with them.
I'm wondering if it's the same issue, if they're connected to the wrong thing, which is why we couldn't see it. Hold on,
Well, but they wouldn't pay us through Got Soccer. Oh, they could, couldn't they?
They could put in a credit card.
Yeah,
So, okay, so actually, they must have just done it.
Okay, so that
Yeah,
explains it.
he just did it, I
Because
think.
Elda said, I'm checking here and they're in there. So they must have just gotten them in.
Well, let's see, today's the 17th, he did it at 8 o'clock.
Tonight.
Yeah, he just did it. I see 3 FC Tampa Ronaldo, that's what.
Okay, so
18
we've scheduled them. Do we get paid? In other words, is the credit card?
Yeah,
on them?
he
Okay.
paid also.
All right, good.
But I mean, he must have done it after the discussion.
Yeah. Well, that's the norm, I guess, in management. So that's okay.
All right.
Right? 15, 16, and 18,
Yeah,
correct?
but
Yeah.
and we've got them scheduled, so that issue's done.
Yeah.
Although, we only had to waste an extra hour
Yeah.
of our time, but that's okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
This is Coach Clark with Northport, the U19 Division II. I just see that my contact information is not in there. How can I give that to you guys?
Your registrar has to enter it into your team application
Okay.
for it to show up in Got Sport. And she probably couldn't, like, if your background check hadn't cleared at the time, it wouldn't go through. So the way they were getting around it was just take you out and then they just have to add you back in.
Oh, okay. All right. Should be no problem with that. So
Yeah, but
all right.
just, have that conversation with them, so they make sure they put it in.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Sherry knows all.
Not really.
Hey, Greg.
We're closer to it than anybody else. I'll tell you
Greg and
that.
Sherry.
Yes. Yes.
I just sent you my spreadsheet with the final
I
groupings, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You can compare it to yours.
Will do.
All
Alan,
right,
Alan, you did the same?
I'm fixing to as soon as we get finished. I'll do it.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
All right.
Hey, name it something different than the last one you sent.
I called it,
Yeah, I'll call
Yeah.
it. It's the new updated.
Oh,
Final,
new
final,
updated, okay.
final,
Mine is-
final.
mine is
Final.
called
Which
Senior
will be
Boys
final.
Groupings.
Again, tomorrow, different.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm getting
All right.
off. Thanks, guys. You did a great
All
job.
right.
Yes.
I'm gonna hang up
Appreciate it.
too.
All right.
Thank
All right,
you all.
guys,
All right.
have a good one.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Yeah.
night.
Have a good year.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Other one
where's the-
down.
I can't stop.
Thanks, gang.